Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 424, folks. Episode number 424 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right, and if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. All right? The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. Now, folks, if you did not kick it with us this New Year's Eve, I think that you missed out on a great, fabulous occasion that we did not have for the past 5 years. It was 5 years in the making, and I'm talking about the Ghosty Awards 2016, baby. And if you were not able to kick it with us, well, by God, go to the archive. And, of course, you could go to the archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And go back to episode number 423. 423, episode number 423. That was the New Year's Eve episode in which we had the Ghosties Awards. And I do want to remind everybody who did win a Ghosty Award, whether you won an actual award or were an honorable mention, please, sometime this evening, give me a tweet. I will DM you. If you want to actually physically receive a tangible item for your award, we will be happy to mail one to you, signifying that you were the official winner of whatever given category of the Ghosties 2016. I'm telling you, it's been a great New Year thus far, folks. I mean, I could literally feel the difference right when midnight struck. I'm telling you, I think it's the Donald Trump effect. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. I cannot wait. 17 days, folks. 17 days until Barack Obama is nothing more than a black mark in American history. No pun intended, folks. I'm serious. I want this man to be nothing more than a bad memory in America's history as far as I'm concerned, folks. All right? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. And the bottom line is that I am looking forward to the future. All right, there's no need looking back at the past. I know that we got a lot of left-wing, long-haired, bedwetting hippie liberals out here that are trying to do whatever it takes to thwart Donald Trump from becoming president. They're trying to put out veiled threats like this idiot Michael Moore, like this stupid, dumb, fat hambone Rosie O'Donnell, and all these other left-wing celebrity agitators that are trying to undermine our own Constitution, the Electoral College, the democratic process in general. These people, I'm getting sick of them. And I think that I've underscored that numerous times on this broadcast. I am sick and tired of having to rationalize or even attempting to rationalize with these goddamn left-wing lunatics. And I'm tired of it. All right? I mean, listen to me. It's obvious if you are in dissent of Donald Trump's presidency, well, then lay some ideas down on the table. All right? Lay some ideas down on the table and convince others that your ideas are that much better, and then go to the damn polls and vote. That's the way our country is made, you stupid, dumb, left-wing lunatics. But you see, there's no idealism in your leftist cult. It's nothing more than regurgitated talking points, and that's all you get from these morons on the left. Nothing but regurgitated talking points that they heard on the mainstream media, and that's all you're going to get. There's no idealism. There's no substance. There's no debate with these morons, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these people veil-threading Donald Trump. I'm tired of these people trying to instigate civil unrest. I'm tired of these people trying to undermine our whole process. I'm tired of it, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting sick of it. And then you got Obama over here trying to do whatever it takes to instigate a nuclear confrontation with Russia to try to thwart Donald Trump from becoming president himself. I'm telling you, these people are really scared, and they should be. And we're going to talk about that here later, but they should be scared because they know that their freedom is on the line. I'm talking about Hillary Clinton. I'm talking about Barack Obama. I'm talking about Loretta Lynch. I'm talking about all of them. But anyway, folks, it is the new year. I should not start off the first show of the new year in that particular negative fashion. So my apologies. I want to say Happy New Year first and foremost to all the True Capitalist listeners. Whether you love or hate the show, I love you, baby. Keep listening. And I also want to say Happy New Year first and foremost to the Capitalist Army and all the new Inner Circle members, folks. Listen, there is a limited amount of slots of Inner Circle slots available, folks, and they're almost all gone. And we put them on sale there this past weekend. They're almost all gone. There was only 50 slots available. And, of course, if you're interested, go to ghost.market, all right? Put that in your web browser right now, ghost.market, if you're interested in becoming a part of the Inner Circle, because that's it. All right? I've got big plans for the Inner Circle in 2017, baby. Believe me. All right? Like I said, I'm starting a serious triangle within the Inner Circle, and let me tell you, you're going to start hearing from us, all right? I'm telling you this right now. I'm not joking around. Carlisle Group ain't going to have nothing here in the next 10 years on the Ghost Group. Mark my goddamn words, boy. Mark my words. Anyway, with that being said, let me go ahead and get to the markets, folks, okay? Because this is the first trading day session of the markets. And it didn't fare very well today, folks, because, well, what have I been saying? There's nothing justifying this goddamn inflated index averages out here, whether it's the Dow, the S&P, or the NASDAQ. There's nothing justifying it. There's no legitimate profits justifying this. There's no kind of forecast of potential profits on this. I mean, and not to mention, we have yet to see the fourth quarter earnings, which I believe are going to have a serious impact on whatever growth that we had on the latter part of 2016. And I hope that there's a lot of folks out there that while they were waxing their carrots, looking at their 401ks, their retirements, their portfolios, they heeded my warning and at least sold off a decent chunk of it, cashed out, so that you can at least be sitting on cash when the damn contraction in the market happens, and it's going to happen, folks, all right? I mean, that's what I'm waiting for. Because, as I stated, this is when true wealth is built. This is what Warren Buffett did, and still does. This is what Carl Icahn did and does. All you have to do is wait when everybody's leaving the market, and you see a major dip in the market. That's when you start going in. That's why you always have to sit on some decent cash reserve, because when that day happens, that's when you want to start just accumulating blue chip and dividend-based stocks on the dirt cheap when everybody's scared and trying to cash out, because once a dip happens, folks, it's reactionary. And I'm talking a true dip, like, we start seeing consecutive days of 300-plus decreases on the Dow Jones Industrials, you're going to start seeing a whole over-speculation of selling off happen really fast, especially in this smoke and crack impulsive investment community that we have here conducting business in Wall Street today. So that's what I'm waiting for, folks. And, this first day of the new year, it's starting off in the negative, kind of pretty much puts it on that footing. And as I stated last month, or I should even say last year technically, right before the end of 2016, that I believe that this pattern in which we are about to see fits a lot of the patterns in which we saw from the crash of 2008, 2009. And if we start seeing any kind of dramatic drop, it'll possibly be just like it did in 2009 in the month of February. I remember the February of 2009 like it was yesterday. And one day, all of a sudden, they almost damn near pulled the plug on the market because it dropped about 700 points. And it was a shock. I mean, the people on the business channels, they all go down on the floor of the market, standing up, trying to calm nerves, because they don't want to run on the market, folks. So as I'm stating, when everybody's doing that, that's when you want to start going in. That's when you want to start purchasing blue chip, dividend-based stocks. And these are the types of stocks that you want in your portfolio for the long term. Remember, when you see that contraction in the market, you don't want to just day trade or short-term trade. You want to gobble up as much as you can and hold for long term. Because as I stated, folks, once you accumulate a pretty good portion of blue chip and dividend-based stocks, those stocks can be used as collateral for any potential loan with a financial institution if you definitely wanted to expand any kind of business venture, or if you wanted to put down on any kind of property, anything to that capacity. I mean, that's why you hold stock. That's why you have assets, so you can have net worth. You understand? I mean, when you have net worth, that means you are worth something. And that's what I'm waiting for, folks, at this point in time. And if you recollect back when I started the True Capitalist radio show in the beginning of the episodes, I was telling everybody at that time to go into the markets. And if you would have listened to me at that time, folks, you would have made some serious, serious money. I mean, as I stated, when I was suggesting that everybody go into the markets, the Dow Jones Industrials was at 8,000 points.
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
As we saw here in the past couple of weeks, we were flirting and attempting to touch 20,000 points, which is ridiculous, but still. Just imagine, which I did, and of course anybody who listened to this broadcast did, just imagine accumulating a bunch of blue chip, dividend-based stocks at these low prices in 2009, 2010, 2011. It was around 2010, 2011 is when we started seeing the gradual increase in the markets. And then, of course, those years led on to the current situation that we're in, which is this inflated index composites on every different level. Either way, folks, if you would have just listened, and the fundamentals of investing was there. It's not like I was pumping a stock or anything to that capacity. You could have basically thrown darts at a list of the Dow Jones Industrial companies on a damn wall, and whatever it hit, and if you've invested in it at that particular time, you'd be making money today. And not only making money on the top, on the fact that you're probably getting dividends on a quarterly basis. And for you folks that are unaware of what dividends are, I just want to reiterate that there are stocks that give dividends, meaning that for however many shares you have, they will give you a certain amount of money per share. Per share. So a lot of these companies basically give quarterly dividends. So on a quarterly basis, you will receive so many some odd dollars in your brokerage account from the company that you own based on the dividends that they are supposed to pay you based on the amount of stock you own. So this is what you want. I mean, you want low-end, cheap dividend stocks here in the next year when this contraction happens. You want to be able to accumulate those and hold those, because not only are you accumulating them because you're hoping that the damn stock itself goes up in value, but you're also holding them because they're paying you to technically hold the stock via a dividend. So I know this is very complicated stuff for folks that are not particularly, they don't really understand the market very well, but listen, this is very easy. Even if you don't even understand stocks, all you need to understand is that here in the future, you're going to hear on the business news that there's a lot of people losing money in the stock market. The stock market is crashing. The stock market is losing money. You're going to start hearing that here in the next couple of months as a headline, whether you watch business news or not. And when that starts happening, folks, you need to start looking at the charts of any company within the Dow Jones Industrial, because that's where you want to invest your money. The Dow is the American economy. The Dow Jones Industrial comprises, I think, of 30-something companies. It's not that big. It's only like 30-something companies that comprise the Dow Jones Industrial, and that is the engine of the American economy. The majority, if not all, of those companies are multinational corporations based here in America. So that's what you want. You want to be able to accumulate as much Dow Jones Industrial blue chip dividend paying stock so that you can continue to make more money, make your money work for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what stock is. And all you've got to do, you don't have to be a day trader. You don't have to do anything. When everybody's leaving, if you happen to be sitting on a little decent amount of money, instead of burning it, instead of blowing it on a freaking trip, instead of going out there and just literally doing nothing with it, except literally burning it, why don't you just go and open up a brokerage account, or maybe ask your financial institution if you can trade 1 or 2 trades. I know that there are banking and financial institutions that will allow you to put in a trade. You may want to look into your financial institutions, ask how much the commissions are. But regardless, I mean, when everybody's leaving the markets, that's when everybody should start going in. And then just hold. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do anything else. You want to pick a stock, you want to monitor it, and when you start seeing on the news that the stock market's going down, you take a look at that chart of that stock, you see it going down and down and down, and then that's when you gobble it up and you just hold it in your pocket, baby. Just hold it in your portfolio. You have net worth. You understand? I'm serious. You have net worth. And it really doesn't matter what brokerage account you have, as long as they're a United States or whatever origin of country you're in, and they abide by the regulatory rules of your country of origin, everything should be okay, even if you're just kind of holding for the long term. And at any time, what's so good about stock brokerage houses is that if you ever want to exchange or at least go to another brokerage house, it's very easy just to transfer stock from one brokerage house to the next. So if you're finding yourself unhappy with your current brokerage house, it's very easy for you to find another one, transfer your stock over there, and so on and so forth. So FYI, I just want to let everybody know this because it's coming around the pike. And I want everybody who's listening to me to make money. I want everybody who's listening to me to make capital. You want to know why I do this? Because when people make money, and they make money listening to this broadcast, that's a hell of a lot better than a bunch of politicians blowing a bunch of hot air up people's asses. They will truly remember this broadcast. They will truly appreciate this broadcast. Hence, folks, why we have so many people wanting to get into the inner circle. Hence, folks, why we have so many people, look, some of the people that buy the merchandise, a lot of them are just doing it because they appreciate the show. The commentary, the information, especially in the third hour, has made them that much more richer. And hey, what's a $20-bucker? What's a $50-bucker? What's a $10-bucker every now and then? That's tip money to a lot of the capitalists that are listening into this broadcast, believe it or not. So I want to thank you all, and I want to make more capitalists. Because you see, I'm not some scumbag bureaucrat that wants to see people suffer. You know, I don't want to see people suffer. You know who I want to see suffer? I want to see people suffer that want to make other people suffer. Yeah, that's who I want to see suffer. But when it comes to just regular, everyday people, if they are listening, listening, because this is a pretty unique broadcast, folks. You have to listen to this broadcast. You have to find this broadcast. You have to listen to it through a unique fashion, and you actually have to genuinely listen to it. You have to seek it out. And you see, I don't mind conveying this free information to folks that are actually grasping it and utilizing it and making themselves better, because that's the point. I mean, that's what successful people want to do. They want to see other people successful. I mean, that's what I want to do. That's the whole reason why I do this broadcast, folks. I swear on my life that the whole reason why I do this broadcast is to spark synapses in the brains of folks that are out there on the internet, no matter where you are in the world, and to make you understand that capitalism is the only way that one who wants to truly take control of their lives, it enables them to do so on a many different front. All right? So that's why I really do appreciate the fact that I, through this show, help people get more money, get rich, become capitalists, because capitalism is a real deal, folks, all right? I mean, if you want to make money, you want your life to be a success, you want your dreams to come true, you have to oblige capitalism. You have to embrace capitalism. You have to eat, drink, and think capitalism. I'm talking in every different front, not a sleazeball sort of way, not out here trying to, scam people, because people think that being successful and being a good capitalist is being able to sell people a bunch of nonsense. And hey, if you're a good shyster salesman to con people out of thousands and thousands of dollars, and they feel like they've been completely ripped off, like there's been a variety of different examples of this. I mean, they're never going to come back to you. And that's what people need to understand when they want to become entrepreneurs. You've got to give the people what they want if you're selling them a product or service. A lot of the misconceptions, and I hate to go off on this tirade, but this is the first hour, and I definitely want to help people be successful in 2017. But the biggest mistake that people have when opening up a business or trying to conduct themselves in business independently is they feel that once they open up shop that somehow through osmosis customers and paying customers are just going to come in and they're just going to give them their money. That's not how business works. I mean, you have to first of all figure out a way to get people to your service, product, retail location, whatever the case might be. And once you have them there, then you have to sell them. And by selling them, it doesn't mean that, hey, look, I got a customer here. I'm going to try to see if I can convince this guy to buy the most expensive piece of crap I've got here so I can make myself a big sale, even though the guy doesn't need it, just because you're a shyster and able to convince some poor schmuck that, to buy some expensive piece of crap that he really doesn't need, that doesn't make you a good business person. That doesn't make you a good capitalist. What you want, instead of milking that customer and trying to juice him for the most expensive widget or service you've got in your retail location, what you want to do is ask that person, what do you need? What do you need? And that's as simple as that. And once you accommodate what that customer needs in the price point that they're comfortable with, and you service them with, some level of customer service, they'll be back. And that's where the success in business comes from, folks. It comes from the repetitive business. It comes from repeat business. That's what successful business is built on. So once again, folks, that's why I try to be as detailed as possible when I go into these diatribes as it relates to business or stocks, is because capitalism is complicated. Because people believe that capitalism is pure greed. And don't get me wrong, greed, there's an element of greed there. But you can't be a sustainable capitalist being a greedy prick, because no one at some point is going to want to do business with you. No one's going to want to buy anything from you. The consumer is going to be turned off that, they're giving their money to some ungrateful prick. You understand? And that's why, folks, the most successful business people are those that give themselves the greatest PR and go out and just literally live and breathe their business. You want to know why Walmart became Walmart? Sam Walton lived and breathed that business, folks. I mean, I think that you folks need to take a documentary watch on, I don't know, one of these social media video sites about Sam Walton. Sam Walton busted his ass, all right, to make Walmart. I mean, he was in trouble with creditors. His wife even said in an interview that they didn't even know they were going to make it at times. They thought that at some point they could have gone bankrupt, lost everything. I mean, many times. And yet this man continued because he believed in his business. He believed in his service. He believed that what he had, the recipe he had, was something that was going to be innovative. And not to mention, folks, he was a great man. Sam Walton himself was a good businessman. He would actually go into communities and celebrate the opening of a new Walmart and celebrate the fact that things were made in the United States. As a matter of fact, that was a point of emphasis of old Sam Walton, was the fact that things in the Walmarts during his tenure were made in the USA. And those that were in the community were employed and were given a decent wage. Well, of course, folks, like with anything else, Walmart became a corporation, and Sam Walton's dead, even though he founded the actual company, and it's now an entity on its own, and it's literally become, what we now know of what corporations are, and people have a bad connotation of corporations because of corporations like Walmart, because of corporations like Monsanto, and other corporations. I don't mean to pick on those two, but they're the ones that are most vocal, that people that are most vocal against. And it's because of these types of factors is the reason why. And I'm just saying, man, that an evil company, an evil corporation today, all right, did not start there. It started out with an independent entrepreneur and his sweat and blood equity, and it just evolved into this corporate, soulless bureaucracy. And listen, I mean, we could have a debate on whether or not corporation bureaucracy is any better than actual bureaucracy. But I don't want to have that debate right now. I mean, I personally believe that corporate bureaucracy is still a hell of a lot better than government bureaucracy, but let's not talk about that at this point in time. The point I'm getting at is that if you want to be successful, you have to make things happen. You have to believe in yourself. Even if the odds are against you, even if you think that, man, I don't think this is possible. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford this. I don't think I'm going to be No. You as a person, all right, and I'm not trying to be social justice warrior here because I do believe women, transsexuals, anybody can be a capitalist, all right, but you have to believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, you have to believe in the service or product in which you are selling to the public. And that product or service has to be something that is viable in the market that you're in. You can't be one of these naive people that are trying to create some crack pipe idea that's not wanted in the market. There's a lot of people out there that think they have the greatest idea in the world, and they throw some crack pipe idea out there, and they're blowing mommy and daddy's money, they're blowing their retirements, and nobody in the market wants it. That's not how you do business. How you do business is you look at your market, whatever market you're trying to tap into, whether it's your city market, whether it's your state market, a federal market, national market, world market, internet market, whatever market it is. You analyze it and you figure it out and you dissect it and you're like, okay, what comprises this market? And look, you can find this information all out on the internet. You can ask, hey, how much a year is internet retail business? How much a year I live in San Hambonio right now, how much a year does San Hambonio generate in retail sales? I mean, you could figure this all out on your own. And then once you dissect it and realize, hey, wait a minute, there's a little bit of room here in this market here for me to come in, add some competition, put some coin in my pocket. You know what I mean? So you can't just think because you have a crack pipe idea that everybody's going to buy it. And that's the biggest mistake also. Aside from assuming you're going to open up shop and get customers, the next mistake is that people believe that I've got the greatest idea in the world and people are going to buy it. And even though there's not a market for it, no one even knows about it, and even if there isn't a market for it, you've got to create the market. You know how hard it is to create a goddamn market? It's damn near impossible by yourself, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, folks, I'm going off keister here. Let me get to the markets here. I just want to start this 2017 in hopes of inspiring folks that, hey, you can do this. If you believe in yourself and utilize capitalism and embrace capitalism, you can do whatever you want. But the thing about capitalism is it puts you in control. And when you're in control, that means you're in total control. That means if you have a problem, don't go to mommy and daddy. That means if you got a problem, don't go to somebody to solve it. You solve it. And if you can't solve it, negotiate it. Whatever it takes so that it's no longer a problem. The biggest mistake anyone can do in their life is to make a decision, a bad decision, that lasts years. That lasts years. And that, my friends, is what you do not want to do. And it seems to me that having bad decision-making is prevalent in this country because, as you can tell by a lot of these people, all you got to do is just have a goddamn conversation with them. They will talk about their problems and, oh, my God, and poor me, and, freaking start playing a violin. Capitalists, that's not what they do. As a matter of fact, capitalists, you know what a capitalist does? Capitalist sizes people up. Capitalist asks people questions like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what do you do? Oh, really? Oh, wow, that must be a great business. Well, what do you do in that business? Oh, you own a business in that business. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm actually in business myself. Yeah, I'm in this business here. So tell me about your business. Is your business a little bit of... that's a capitalist conversation because they're curious about how people are conducting business amongst themselves and potentially possibly getting a goddamn connect. When you meet another business owner, you meet another capitalist, that's the way you kind of communicate with each other. You can potentially get a business contact, referral, of whatever the case might be. But, man, when you talk to everyday regular schmucks, ugh.
Oh, my sister is going to have an operation on her crotch, and my father he's got this little thing, off of his pecker shaft. He's going to have a surgery, and the bills are getting really, really high. And Billy, he wants to play baseball, but it costs a lot of money, so we're trying to get some sponsors so Billy can play baseball. Shut up! Anyway, sorry, folks. Let me get to the freaking markets. I'm already 30 minutes in, for Christ's sake. I'm going off keister. You can tell it's the new year. I just want people to be successful. That's all I want. I just want people to be successful. Anyway, let's get to the stock market. Once again, folks, it starts off the first trading session of the year in the negative. Let's go ahead and get to it, all right? Now, Dow Jones Industrials is down today 57.18 points, a percentage decrease of 0.29%, closing out the Dow at 19,762.60 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. We've got the S&P also down today, folks, 10.43 points, a percentage decrease of 0.46%, closing out the S&P at 2,238.83 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down today, folks, 48.97 points, a percentage decrease of 0.90%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,383.12 points for the NASDAQ composite. Once again, folks, it's not looking too good. Right off the bat, you would think that all this optimism that we saw at the latter part of 2016, you would think first day of the new year 2017 trading session, you'd at least see a little bit of green, huh? No, it's because I'm telling you, these freaking idiots that have been smoking crack on Wall Street are finally, stopping their fix or on rehab or have a New Year's resolution or whatever, because I'm telling you, the realism is starting to sink in. Hell, on top of the fourth quarter earnings not even being in at this point in time, we also have to take in consideration the Federal Reserve is going to raise the interest rates
4 different times this year. So factor that, dumbasses. Jesus Christ, man, we're bound for a contraction. One way or another, we're bound for a contraction. Anyway, let's get to the commodities, shall we? Energy, folks, is flat today, to say the least. Let's get to WTI sweet crude. WTI is down today a nickel, a percentage decrease of 0.09%, closing out WTI at $53.72 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude. It didn't really change today. Unchanged today, not up or down, completely unchanged, closing out Brent crude at $56.82 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline down modestly, down 0.53% on the day for gasoline. Natural gas, the helter-skelter commodity itself, down today, 2.05% decrease on the day for natural gas. And heating oil is up today, 0.48% increase on the day for heating oil. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Let's go ahead and get to gold. Gold is slipping again today. Listen, we saw some increases on Friday, right before the new year. I don't know what the hell these people are doing. I don't even think the investors know. That's why I'm sitting on cash right now, and I'm waiting for the contraction. And then I'm going in, baby. Anyway, gold is down $6.40, a percentage decrease of 0.55%. Closing out gold at $1,151.70 per troy ounce of gold. Let's get to silver. Silver is down 23 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.41% decrease on the day for silver. Closing out silver at $15.99 per troy ounce of silver. We saw copper on the plus side today. It was up 0.70% increase on the day for copper, and platinum was up today, 0.34% increase on the day for platinum, which is ironic, but once again, who the hell knows? So these freaking markets don't know where the hell they're going. Let's go ahead and get to the agriculture commodity, shall we? Grains in the house. Let's get to corn. Corn, of course, folks, we're starting to see some shortages out here in Texas. 2 corns for a damn dollar. You got to be joking. And that's, of course, based upon the crop report that we had released back in fall. It pretty much called this. Anyway, corn is up today, 0.64% increase on the day. Wheat, the same story. It is up 0.80% increase on the day for wheat. Oats are up today, 0.88% increase on the day for oats. Rough rice is up today, 1.10% increase on the day for rough rice. Soybean is down today, 0.86% decrease on the day. Soybean oil is down 0.37% decrease on the day, and canola is up modestly, 0.06% increase on the day. Let's go ahead and get to the soft, shall we? We got cocoa continuing its slip after seeing dramatic increases for the past couple of weeks. Cocoa is down today, 1.80% decrease on the day for cocoa. Coffee, hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Shut up, you fruit bowl. Anyway, coffee is up today, 1.18% increase on the day. I'm telling you, are the price of lattes going up at Starbucks? Is that what's happening? I hope it's happening, because I'm sick of driving by a Starbucks and seeing a whole bunch of people like it's the badass bar in the town. And I hear, folks, now, Starbucks, they actually are serving beer and wine or some kind of crap like that, and they're soon to move in like a full wet bar. Oh, that'll be great. All right, you have a group of downers, of people that are drunk and stupor on one side, and a bunch of freaking hypertensive, neurotic nutcases that are hopped up on freaking sugar-based lattes on the other. That's a good mix. Stupid Starbucks. Anyway, let me get to the rest of the freaking commodities here. We got sugar. Sugar is up 0.10% increase on the day. And finally, Orange juice is finally starting to pick up here in the past several trading sessions, folks. And as I stated, the report showed we were at a 36-year low in production as it relates to oranges. So that should have reflected a long time ago. But, you know this market, folks. Helter-skelter. We got OJ up today. 1.76% increase on the day for OJ. We've got cotton up also, 0.21% increase on the day. Lumber is up, 1.51% increase on the day for lumber. Good God. Anyway, we got rubber. Rubber is also up 0.80% increase on the day for rubber, and ethanol is down today, 0.77%. Let's get to livestock, shall we? Now, folks, I know I've been talking about it. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing me say it, but I'm loving these low cattle prices. I'm loving it, baby. I'm telling you, I'm eating steak 6-7 times a week. I'm not even joking. I'm talking porterhouses. I just had a New York strip right before the goddamn show. I'm telling you this right now. I mean, I'm loving these low freaking cattle prices, man. I'm getting them straight from the butcher too. I'm talking 3-inch thick cut steaks, baby. None of these little freaking paper cuts. I'm sick and tired of the supermarket. And I know, look, I know that there's not a lot of people. There's some people that can't afford, high priced meat and stuff. That's great. I'm sorry, sucks. But I mean, why would you cock tease? Excuse my French, but why would you cock tease somebody with these like little paper thin cuts of like a T-bone? Have you seen these things? They're like 3 centimeters thick or something, and they're, oh look, that's a T-bone, and you can get it for like $4.25, and that's just such a cock tease. And how the hell do you cook that? How the hell do you honestly cook that, for heaven's sake? Anyway, I'm going off keister here. Let's go to livestock. Live cattle, folks, is down today. Again, 1.61% decrease on the day for live cattle. So, man, I mean, let the good times roll when it comes to buying beef. I'm telling you that right now. Anyway, cattle feeder is also down today. 1.34% decrease on the day for cattle feeder. And, folks, what have I been saying? What have I been saying? What have I been saying about lean hogs, boy? Woo! Lean hog is up today. 2.32% increased on the day. Yes! Woo! Oh, my God. What did I tell you? I told you lean hogs were going to be very profitable in the holiday season, and they continue to do so. I called this before October, right before National Pork Month, and I said it was going to be a continuous great session going into the holiday season. That's exactly what happened, folks. Once again, the prognosticator strikes again. And before I move on to something else, I do want to remind everybody, I've been trying to get people into Bitcoin for a long time already. And I've been basically covering the Bitcoin price here for the past week. It's gone literally for the past 4 to 5 weeks. It's gone from about $500. All right, it's gone from about $500. Folks, this past Friday, wasn't it like at $700 or $800 something that capacity on Friday? Folks, today, Bitcoin price as of today, $1,016.03 per Bitcoin, for Christ's sake, man. What did I tell you? What have I been saying leading up to this? I've been announcing this Bitcoin news here at the end of the markets here, at the end of lean hog. I've been suggesting that the reason that we're seeing this increase in price is because, folks, more and more countries are starting to rid their country's economy of tangible cash. They're trying to eliminate tangible cash. They've already done so in Venezuela. They're already starting to do so completely in India, which is completely unbelievable. They're starting to do this in small African countries. And moreover, folks, there are individuals within the international community that are actually utilizing Bitcoin as a means of accepting payment because, let's say, I read an article here in the business, one of these business publications that farmers in Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe, folks, it has been going through some disgusting inflation for the past 10 years. I mean, the last time I checked, it was like $20,000 for toilet paper. I mean, I'm not joking around. 20,000 Zimbabwe dollars for toilet paper. That's how much they've inflated the damn monetary system out there in Zimbabwe. And why did that happen? They just kept printing money. It's fiat currency, meaning that there's nothing backing it up. All right, it's fiat currency, so they're just printing it and printing it and printing it. And what people don't understand, when you keep printing money, there's so much of it circulated, it becomes meaningless. Anyway, folks, Zimbabwe farmers are actually turning to Bitcoin as a means of sustaining themselves monetarily, because Zimbabwe is just a complete, disgusting, pathetic economic version of itself, in which if you were trying to get paid in Zimbabwe dollars, it's not necessarily, nothing's going to happen. I mean, you're literally getting toilet paper for, I'm not joking, you might as well use the money for toilet paper. Anyway, in my personal opinion, folks, I think, and I've told you this, I hope some of you folks listen, I bought in on the last dip in 2015, man. All right, when the damn thing was like $70, $90, whatever the hell it was. All right. And listen, I didn't really, invest very much. As a matter of fact, I'm not, just between you and me, I've been mining Bitcoin as well, folks. I don't know if you folks know this. You can actually get Bitcoin by mining. For you folks that are unfamiliar with that, you might have to purchase now, pieces of hardware that is strictly dedicated to doing this. But what mining Bitcoin is that you have a hardware computing device dedicated to being on the Bitcoin network system, so that when you are on the system mining Bitcoin, you are actually a part of the actual infrastructure of the monetary system of Bitcoin itself. Now, let me explain this so that people can understand. What's happening here is because, let me strike that from the record. Let's take banks, for example. How can banks literally keep all these little digits of information through ATMs and debit cards and all this? How can they keep all this from either being discombobulated, miscalculated, compromised, whatever the case might be? Banks are able to do this because they have invested trillions of dollars throughout decades of creating the infrastructure of what we now know of as the digital currency. I guess you could call it the digital currency system, and that's kind of the monetary system on a digital front. I mean, what I'm saying is that the Federal Reserve prints out a certain level of currency notes, and many of those currency notes aren't actually printed. They're actually granted to banking institutions, and those banking institutions are allotted to have so much of those notes, and what they're supposed to do is lend out those notes so that those notes that they lend out gain interest, so that interest that's gained on those notes that were printed, that were digitally given to the financial institution, and once they're lent out to a potential debtor, they pay the interest, in which the interest acts as the money returning back to the Federal Reserve. Because remember, the Federal Reserve owns all the banks, or they run the banks. I mean, they regulate the banks. So whenever they raise interest rates, what they're trying to do is they're trying to recall money back from what they printed out years ago. When they raise interest rates, they're trying to recall outstanding currency back so it can no longer be outstanding, to increase the value of the dollar. Excuse me. With that being said, that's why these banks are able to keep such highly sophisticated calculations of billions of people's account informations, how much money they have in their account, what should be debited. I mean, they have spent trillions in the infrastructure. Now, what Bitcoin is It is an algorithm in which someone who they claim they know who it is now, but I don't think it's the guy. It is an algorithm in which it can only create so many Bitcoin given a given amount of time and a given amount of people that are actually on the infrastructure itself mining Bitcoin. Now, you're not necessarily mining Bitcoin. It's more of a figurative type of a situation. But what you're doing is you're one of the pieces of the infrastructure that would otherwise be one of the pieces of infrastructure in a banking institution that the banking institution paid trillions of dollars to have in server power, security, all that stuff. You, as somebody who has got a piece of hardware connected to the internet mining Bitcoin, you act as a piece of hardware. You act as a piece of networking apparatus so that you can route all these different transactions that are happening within the Bitcoin market. So you're adding to the infrastructure of Bitcoin itself without Bitcoin having to invest trillions of dollars in computing and security and infrastructure. By mining Bitcoin, you are a piece of the infrastructure. And because you're a piece of the infrastructure and they're utilizing your computing power and your electricity, the algorithm of Bitcoin rewards you by giving you a Bitcoin every now and then. You know what I mean? And folks, I mean, you could do this. I mean, this is not hard to do. All you got to do is look up Bitcoin mining hardware. All right? I mean, people are manufacturing this stuff. Buy it, put it in, leave it on, especially at these Bitcoin prices right now. I mean, you could literally be mining Bitcoin and getting it absolutely – well, it's not free technically because you are using your computing power. You are using your electricity. But still, I mean, you'd be using it anyway. With some computing device. You'd be using it anyway, gaming, charging some crap. You know what I mean? So, once again, I would like to reiterate that this is something to possibly get into here, and it's very easy. I've gotten into it, and listen, I particularly believe that this is a very limited amount of window that this is going to be popular. I think at some point in time, somebody's going to crack this algorithm, and something's going to happen. And if that doesn't happen, what's going to happen is a lot of the people that are within the financial institutions themselves are going to gobble up the infrastructure of Bitcoin itself and be the ones that are the overlords of mining the actual goddamn Bitcoin. And before you know it, they could potentially monopolize the son of a bitch. So, once again, this is a short-lived situation, but if you were able to, get in on the Bitcoin bandwagon before we hit these $1,000 points, because I think at the very most, this can go up to about $1,500 a Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to go any higher than that. The only way it's going to go higher is if more countries decide to wipe out their tangible cash, their tangible physical currency. If they do that, we start seeing this go up and up and up. All right? Up and up and up. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and get to everybody's, one of people's favorite part of the broadcast. I'm talking about Twitter shout-outs. And for you folks that are unaware, all you got to do is go to my Twitter account right now, PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. All right, True Capitalist Radio Live is the tweet to retweet. And if you retweet that tweet, I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast right here and now. And I'd love to see the engineer back. He wasn't with us for the damn New Year's Eve broadcast. How was your damn New Year, engineer? Well, that's good to hear, man. We missed you over here. A lot of the folks that were listening in actually wanted to hear the engineer. I told them that you were out doing your thing. But obviously you're here with us. You're safe. Everything's good. Do we got any Twitter shout-outs, by the way? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right. We got Benton Ban in the house. Windows and doors in the house. What's going on? We got the Green Leader in the place. King Edward Undead in the house. Join Venezuela Army. Hopefully that's the army to go against damn Nicolas Maduro. That piece of trash. Socialist, communist bastard. We got Artron Havoc in the house. We've got Sahan Hajizad. How you doing, man? We got the Smiler in the place. We got Ward 24. Who else do we got going on over here? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. We've got Chris Vide. How you doing? Vet of Forum Wars in the place. What's going on? Oh, Vet of Valentine Wars. That's right. Valentine's Day is coming around the corner. You got about a month and change left to find somebody to, at least show off that you at least think you've got yourself a significant other, just so at least everybody thinks that you're not just some pathetic, horrible loser. Anyway, we got Mark Montag in the house. What's going on? Russians hack ghosties. Shut up, you stupid moron, all right? Great. Look, there's Correct the Record again. Oh, that's great. Great to see you, all right? What do you want now, you fruit bowls? Jesus Christ. Who else we got here? We got 39 less roaches. What the hell? Oh, man. No. Come on. 39 less roaches. That was a horrible terrorist act, man. And we're going to talk about that later, but 39 less roaches, that's just horrible, man. Whoever did that, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right?
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
Jesus Christ. We got Man Bear Pig Joe. What's going on, man? We got Exara Hawks. We got General Capitalist Remington in the house. What's going on, Remington? Sergeant Yoda, fan of the year. What's going on, Sergeant Yoda? Who else do we have going on over here? Jesus Christ. Retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out. We've got Havel the Rock in the house. Christopher Smith, what's going on? AL the Game Freak in the house. Turkey stuffed with lead. Oh, Jesus. I mean, look, just stop. Just stop it right now. Just stop that right now. Jesus Christ. We got the Neon Knight in the house. Trans glowing knife. Look, asshole, look. First of all, that's stupid, okay? First of all. Secondly, I'm sick and tired of these damn YouTube channels that are like, hey, look, we're going to have this, like, really hot knife cut this. And, hey, we're going to get this, like, machine to smash this. And we're going to see what's inside of it. I mean, shut up with these stupid, dumbass YouTube videos. They're stupid. Nobody cares what's inside, okay? Nobody cares if you got a hot knife and you're cutting crap. That's unoriginal content. You people are stupid, and I can't believe that you're getting paid to do it. You should be slapped in the mouth for being so goddamn unoriginal, for Christ's sake. And all you people copycatting this crap, you should be just as smacked in the mouth as they, because you're just as unoriginal. Let's see what's inside. Let's do this. I mean, Jesus Christ. And you know what? All you people watching it, you're no better. Seriously, you know better. You know what I saw today, this morning? I like to look on YouTube every now and then just to see if there's anything comical to watch, You know what I saw live, all right? Some freaking eagle, some bald eagle cam. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. 45,000 people watching a freaking bald eagle in a nest just chilling live. I mean, oh my God. Now I know why America and the world is just literally falling mentally apart. I was like, are you serious? 45,000 people are watching a freaking bald eagle in a freaking nest just chilling there? He wasn't even eating anything or nursing a goddamn, a freaking little baby bald eagle. Nothing. Good God. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, Let me move on here. We got Scarlet Moon in the house. What's going on? Jesus Christ, man! I'm telling you, man. Anyway, we got Brony Drumming once again. Honorable mention in the Brony category. What's going on in the Ghosties? Real human being. Real human being. What the hell does that mean? We got the Brony Network in the house. Tiny Chat Turks and Gravy. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Can y'all shut up with this crap already, all right? I'm really not, this is 2017, the first show of 2017. Please don't make it into a bunch of garbage, all right? And what's going on to Godzilla? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Who else do we have here? I'm not saying any of these sick-ass twisted names, and I can see what y'all are doing, man. Y'all are trying to ruin my damn first broadcast of 2017, and I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not letting you sons of bitches do it. Anyway, who else do we have? We got Burke in the house, all right? Burke, who says pro wrestling is real. It used to be real. It used to be kind of cool, man, but, then it started fruiting up a little bit, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on more Twitter shout-outs, I'd like for everybody to please spread around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Now, I'm going to get back to these Twitter shout-outs, but I would like to remind everybody that there are only about 20 slots left in the inner circle, so any folks that actually want to get into the inner circle, time is running out, all right? And I'd like to reiterate for anybody who happens to be a little bit taken back by the price, hey, you have to remember, I'm doing this show 3 hours a day, 5 times a week, all right? And then, I got to conduct my own business. I got to conduct my own business, my own financial business. I got to conduct my business with my family. And then I got to conduct the business with the inner circle, baby. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to remember that, people within the inner circle, man, they get to contact me, man. I mean, it's like, they're my friends, man. They're my family. What are you talking about? They can just direct message me anytime. And, I've had some tweets here recently asking me, well, Ghost, you just have to be in the inner circle just so that they can talk to you? I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Ghost, and I don't want to pay for the inner circle. I don't want to do that. I want to talk to you, but I don't want to do that. Well, how am I supposed to do that? How exactly am I supposed to do that? What am I supposed to get, a 1-900 number or something? And say, oh, yeah, you want to call Ghost for advice at $1.99 for the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. I mean, seriously, how am I supposed to do that? This is my inner circle. This is my friends. You're my family. I mean, each and every one of my inner circle got a Christmas card, or at least those that wanted one. And those that were a little late, I'm still going to give them one. We got you. We're going to, be expecting the damn card. And moreover, folks, there's all kinds of perks in the inner circle, baby. Discounts, baby. Giveaways, all kinds of stuff, man. I'm going to have an inner circle meeting here soon. And for the inner circle members, be expecting an email on the private locale on where we're going to have the meeting so that we can have ourselves a virtual party and a soiree meet and greet. And then we can start talking about some goddamn serious business. Because I'm not joking around. I want to be a capitalist to the capacity in which Henry Kravis is a capitalist. And if you don't know who the hell Henry Kravis is, look him up. I want to be a capitalist to the capacity of a goddamn Carl Icahn. And if you don't know who the hell Carl Icahn is, well, I suggest you look him up. And I'm telling you, the inner circle, and I'm not just talking about the inner circle, I'm comprising a serious triangle within the inner circle, and I'm telling you, man, you just wait. Give us about a year and a half. You're going to be hearing about the ghost group out here, all right? You're going to be hearing about the ghost group, man. We're going to be buying up businesses, man. We're going to be big time. I'm not messing around. There's no joking around out here anymore. Anyway, let me continue going, for Christ's sake. We've got Transmillennia. Oh, shut up! Don't even go there, Transmillennia! Shut up! Should be kicked in the balls for that, for Christ's sake, boy. Son of a bitch. Istanbul gun range. Come on, man. Stop it. The inner rectangle. What the hell does that mean? The inner rectangle? Good God, man. We've got Caesar Milan for Templeton. What the hell? Shut up, man. That's a freaking dog whisperer right there. There's a picture of the damn dog whisperer right goddamn there, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, who else do we have here? We got Woodshed Wastelander. Woodshed Wastelander? What the hell does that mean, huh? Whatever happened to Woodshed Wanderer? Whatever happened to that fruit? We got Mariah got carried away. Oh, man, did y'all see that stupid dumb skank? Oh, man, you're talking about a lazy skankosaurus that, obviously she was on something, in my opinion. And she just literally just didn't want to do a goddamn thing and literally made it blatant that this woman was freaking lip-syncing on New Year's Eve. Luckily, I didn't see it. I didn't give a crap. I just heard about it, read about it, looked it up on the damn social media site and looked and saw it, and it was ridiculous. And did y'all see that fruity-ass mulatto Don Lemon on freaking on CNN get drunk as hell, for Christ's sake? I mean... Let me tell you something, man. I don't know if that guy is a homosexual. Did you see him trying to come on to that married broad that he was out there announcing with? And that broad didn't look too like standoffish either. You know what I mean? I mean, she looked like, hey, it's New Year's Eve. I gotta go to the bathroom. Wink, wink. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let's move on. We got Bohemian Ghost. Shut up, all right, asshole? Shut up with that crap. Bohemian Ghost. Just shut up. Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. I'll give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast. We've got, I'm not going to say that name, for Christ's sake, a horny unicorn, the Lost Brony. We've got Mike Street in the house. What's going on Mike Street? We got Zach Goodman in the place. The Empire Strikes Back. Who the hell else do we have here? I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, for Christ. Can NG do for Lorico? Don't worry about it. Ghost is Larry Laffer. What the hell is that supposed to mean? 2017 started with a bang, and there's the turkey flag. I mean, come on, man, enough of that crap. Ghost DNC'd the Ghosties. What the hell is that supposed to mean, asshole? What the hell is son of a bitch? What the hell is that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Ghost DNC the Ghosty. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Son of a bitch. I think we got a lot of people that are a little sore losers out here, huh? We got a little bit of sore losers, a little bit of crybabies out here. Well, stop crying, babies, all right? Stop crying like a bunch of babies, all right? Give me a break. Jesus, give me the mic. I didn't win a Ghost Award. Shut up. Just shut up. Jesus Christ. We've got Norwegian Hambone, MLP, FIM, whatever the hell that means. We got Salvador Ghost Andre, whatever the hell that means, for Christ's sake. Carolina Capitalist. Jesus Christ, man. Now, there's the Whore Master again. Oh, yes, I am the Whore Master. Oh, yes. Jesus Christ. There's Flamin' Nipple Chops. Where the hell you been, Flamin' Nipple Chops? Who the hell else? We got Freezorg in the house. How you doing, Freezorg? Ghost will die in 2017. Oh, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. See, these are the kind of fans I got out here, folks. They want me dead. Yeah, well, take a number, for Christ's sake. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. Recount ghosties. Look, shut up about this crap. I'm not joking around. You people are starting to cry a little bit, and I can see it. And look, you need to grow the hell up about this crap, all right, boy? Grow up. We've got silent capitalists in the house here. What's going on? Pay to be Ghost's friend. You son of a bitch. That's it. You shove it up your ass, all right? No more Twitter shout-outs for you twats. I'm telling you, you guys, I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what the hell's in your head here, but I'm telling you, you better calm your ass down. Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. I'm telling you, this is why, folks, we can't have nice things in the world. You all hear this right here? Huh? This is why we can't have nice goddamn things, because people want to be little freaking jerk dicks, all right? And I don't appreciate it. All right. Let me calm down here, folks. We got to get to the crux of the broadcast anyway, all right? Where was I at, engineer? All right, that's right. I went over the markets, was doing a bunch of stuff. Let me get to the crux of the matter. Let's start the crux of the show here, all right? Even though we had a freaked-out little stupid carpet-munching Monday edition of the goddamn Twitter shout-outs. 17 days, folks. 17 days until Barack Obama becomes a bad memory for America. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. 17 days until this man becomes a black mark in American history. No pun intended. He becomes a black mark in American history. And let me tell you, I tweeted earlier today because repeal Obamacare was trending on Twitter. And I said in this tweet that repealing Obamacare is just the beginning. We need to prosecute Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. And we need to put that as a point of emphasis. And let me tell you something, folks. I believe it. We need to prosecute these people. These people are anti-American trash. Everything that they've enacted, everything they've done on a foreign policy level, on an economic front, on a domestic front, has been anti-America, has done nothing but hurt this country. And it's been to the benefit of a bunch of people that have nothing to do with this country, a bunch of international bureaucratic institutionalists. I'm telling you. 17 days. Give me my drink. I can't wait. 17 days. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And, you know, as I'm speaking here, Donald Trump just tweeted, North Korea just stated that it is in its final stages of developing a nuclear weapon capable of reaching parts of the U.S. And then he said it won't happen. I mean, what is this? Is this the last straw that these leftists are going to do? Huh? They're going to have little Kim over here, Kim Jong-un, sit over here and try to cause a nuclear confrontation there? I'm telling you, I want Obama out. I want him out of the presidency. I don't ever want this man anywhere near any kind of authority again. This man is a psychopathic, disgusting, anti-American piece of trash. And not to mention, folks, Joe Arpaio out of Arizona, the sheriff out of Arizona, had just came out here about 2 or 3 weeks ago and exposed the fact that the latest birth certificate that was supposed to be the definitive birth certificate for Barack Hussein Obama was an utter fraud. It's an utter fraud, for Christ's sake. And if his birth certificate is a fraud, folks, and I've alluded to this before, then it is the biggest scam that has ever been pulled over the American government in world history. And that's why, at the very least, just on that, he should be prosecuted. But he should also be prosecuted, folks, for being a war criminal. I mean, this man is an unadulterated war criminal. Remember when he first came into office? Before he even came into office, the Nobel Prize Committee gave him the Nobel Peace Prize for doing absolutely nothing. And this man has unleashed more war on this world than any other president that I can think of. I mean, this man has literally destabilized the Middle East. He has knowingly armed, trained, and funded ISIS, folks. And that's according to Michael T. Flynn. He said that in many different interviews. And this man would know. He was the head of the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is basically the CIA for the Pentagon. He knows, folks. This guy knows the intelligence. So all I'm simply stating, folks, all right, all I'm simply stating is that this man Obama needs to be prosecuted. Hillary Clinton needs to be prosecuted. Loretta Lynch needs to be prosecuted. None of these people are above the law, and nor should we accept that they are. And just because they have a bunch of half-witted idiots that think that these people are cults of personality doesn't mean jack. I mean, these people have colluded with the media to basically fashion the narrative within the perspective of the general American populace. So when you have people sitting on their couches after a day's work and they're looking at the boob tube and they go into zonk mode and they're just basically taking in whatever the television programming is feeding to them, this is literally what's shaping the narrative of the majority of this country. The majority of this country is not obtaining their news and information through the internet like everybody should, like a responsible human being should, like a responsible individual should. And that's why, folks, Obama, Hillary Clinton, that's why so many people think that these idiots are so great, because the imagery in which the media has aided, created, and basically disseminated to the people is one of that Obama being a nice guy, Obama being very eloquent, and I like the way he talks to me, and he's just so presidential, and look at his tranny wife, Michelle Obama. Doesn't she look so great in that Vera Wang, no pun intended, in that Vera Wang dress? How convenient she has a Vera Wang dress every now and then, just to let everybody know, just to drop it down there that she may be dealing with a little bit of a Wang going on, all right? Anyway, folks, let me move on. Once again, 17 days, Obama, he's out of here, and I hope that Donald Trump, and I hope that Jeff Sessions, I hope these people prosecute these people. I mean, there is a legitimate case to be made to prosecute these pieces of freaking un-American trash. I'm not joking around, man. Obama should be we don't even know if this guy is really, well, I know for a fact his name is not Barack Obama. His name is Barry Soetoro, all right? I mean, Netflix is even mocking us with that stupid, ridiculous movie that they're making called Barry. And that's how they're marketing it, folks. They're marketing it as if we're stupid. They're marketing it like this. You've met Barack Obama. Now meet Barry. Like it's two different people. Do you understand? This guy that's the president, or they're supposedly the president, isn't even a real person. This is a fake. This is a phony. And that's why he should be prosecuted. Give me a break. Anyway, folks, let me move on to some other subject matters here. Now, this weekend, while attending a New Year's Eve party,
Donald Trump had an impromptu press conference while going into the party in question, and the media was questioning him, of course, about the supposed Russian allegation, the Russian hacking allegations, and all this other nonsense. And Donald Trump alluded to the fact that, listen, I know a little bit something about computers that these people aren't telling us. I know some things, and basically kind of gave some ominous yet very vague words in what he actually knew. And when questioned again, Donald Trump alluded that we'll basically disclose something later this week, maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday. And folks, basically what Donald Trump is going to, what he's going to go to, what he's going to allude to, is that it wasn't Russia that hacked anything. All right, even this ridiculous report that came out of the Washington Post recently that the Russians hacked some freaking electrical grid in the United States, and then once the electrical grid in question was contacted, they said, no, we weren't hacked. We were just told by the Obama administration to scan our networks, and we happened to have found some adware on a laptop that was scanned. Adware. And you see, that scanning and that finding of adware prompted this fake effing news from the Washington Post claiming that the Russians had hacked a goddamn electrical grid somewhere and were threatening to supposedly crash it and bring everybody without any electricity out in the cold and all that. Well, these people are grasping at straws. I'm telling you this right now. I mean, they're doing whatever it takes to try to thwart Trump, folks. We cannot keep our eye off the ball. We have to make sure that these morons that are in power for the next 17 days don't get us into something. Don't pull off a false flag. Don't do something to try to implement martial law. Don't try to activate their Black Lives Matter terrorists. Don't try to do some kind of nuclear confrontation. Nothing. These people better not do any of this crap. Jesus Christ. I mean, you want to talk about fake news, folks? Mainstream media is the king of fake news. And these pieces of trash have the audacity to sit here and point fingers at people. They're the ones disseminating this hyper-sensationalism that Russia is somehow attacking America. Russia is not attacking America. I don't even like Russians. I don't even like Ruskies. I don't even like Putin. But at this point in time, Russia is not making an aggressive stance to the United States whatsoever. On the contrary, it's NATO and the United States that are trying to get more and more aggressive with Russia to try to provoke a nuclear confrontation, and they're trying to do it before they have no more time left in power. So as I stated, folks, please be vigilant. Please be expecting anything in the next 17 days, particularly of which a false flag, a major false flag that could potentially put a martial law situation into play. And don't think that it's impossible. Remember when that stupid moron from the Boston bombings happened? Y'all remember they put Boston, they put most of Massachusetts under martial law. And, you know, we really don't even know the whole story on why in the hell, first of all, people were forced to be prisoners in their own homes. Meanwhile, there's all kinds of firefights happening. I mean, we all saw the videos that came out. All kinds of firefights, helicopters, you know, people in neoprene masks. I mean, just, you know, going around. I mean, literal warfare, all right? Literal warfare, all because supposedly a couple of, you know, bed-headed kebabs were able to supposedly throw a freaking backpack somewhere and it was able to explode. Well, we were punished. The United States American people were punished. Folks, I'm telling you, it's that easy. Look at how easy they were able to subdue Massachusetts because of those Boston bomber idiots. I mean, it was ridiculous. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember. I mean, there were firefights. I mean, you would have thought that there was a whole squad of people
Like there was a squad of about 50 mercenaries out there in the streets taking on the whole goddamn battalion of whatever martial law troops were out there scattered amongst Boston. So once again, this is more than possible, folks. These people are desperate. Barack Obama, from what I understand, according to reports, is going insane because he's scared. He's genuinely scared that he may be accountable for all the dumb garbage that he has done as president. He is very petrified, and he's willing to take humongous risks. He's a psychopath. He doesn't care. I mean, at this point, don't you understand that he doesn't care? And let me tell you, what's sad is that this leftist lunacy, this brand of leftism that they've been able to anesthetize a good portion of the population with, is a cult. It's a cult. It's very akin to something that's religious fanatic. But they're not. It's political. It's social justice warrior, virtue signaling garbage. It's this idea that I belong to a group, and because I show compassion to a group that's unlike my own, I have the moral high ground to overshout you, to ban your speech, to put you in jail. That's the mentality of the whole social justice warrior idea. That they are the soapbox of moral high ground because they speak for the black strife, and if they happen to be white, or they speak for the trans strife, the gay strife, any social justice warrior cause. That's all it's about. It's about putting one above everyone else on a moral high ground to virtue signal, and somehow, through this warped perception of this, these people actually believe that they're better. I'm serious. And because they think they're better, because they're virtue signaling, because they identify supposedly with the strife of whatever minority group, this is what enamors other people that are just as loser as they to get into these types of groups and do the same goddamn thing. It's a cult. It's lunacy. There's no rational thinking. Have you ever discussed anything personally, like face to face? Have you ever discussed anything with like these leftist lunatic liberals? When you put facts on the table and contradict everything that they say, they do one of two things. They either get very angry and belligerent, or they completely shut off. They completely shut off like some stupid petulant kid, you know? And they just start ignoring you. Their eyes go into la-la land, and you're sitting there talking to them, and they just one ear out the other. That's it. It's a cult. And that's why I'm sick of rationalizing with these goddamn leftist liberals. There's no rationalizing with them anymore. Look, liberals, if you don't like Trump, that's great. Why don't you put some ideas on the table that contradict whatever's being put forth here in the next year or two, so that you can convince enough people in the United States to identify with those ideas and vote for politicians that embrace those ideas. That's how our political process works, you ungrateful commie socialist bastards. But no, you guys want to cause civil unrest, divide and conquer. And listen, these leftists are not above dividing anybody and everybody. I mean, I remember looking on Hillary Clinton's website in her merch area. I mean, you couldn't get any more separating of the people than the merchandise she was selling. Asians for Hillary, gays for Hillary, lesbians for Hillary, Mexicans for Hillary, blacks for Hillary. I mean, give me a break. I mean, you name it. She had a freaking Filipino for Hillary. Africans for Hillary. I'm not joking around. Every segmented, divide and conquer type of segmented population. It's ridiculous, folks. It's just a testament to what these people do. They divide everybody and have everybody fighting amongst themselves so that they become the moral high ground. They become the virtue signalers. They become the big brother. You know? Unreal, man. Anyway, what I was saying here is that Donald Trump referred to this weekend that he has some information that others don't as it pertains to the Russian hacking situation. And what he's going to allude to, in my opinion, is that it wasn't Russia that hacked this information. It was none other than individuals from the inside of the Democratic Party itself, and moreover, factions within the intelligence community that disseminated this information to WikiLeaks itself. It wasn't freaking Russians. And I hate, you know what I'm saying? I hate when you've got these Russian hacking stories that have been pushed forth by the lamestream media, making these damn cockeyed, mouth-breathing, vodka-drinking idiots like super hackers. I mean, are you kidding me? What kind of education system do they got in Russia that they're making every one of these damn mouth breathers super hackers? It's stupid. I can't believe people are even believing this crap. But they're believing it because it's on the boob tube and they're believing it, huh? Oh, my God. Anyway, let me move on here.
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
Once again, folks, what Trump is going to say is he's going to say that the intelligence community, factions with the intelligence community actually disseminated the information. It wasn't the Russians. And right now what we're witnessing is a split within the intelligence community, because you've got factions within the intelligence community, particularly which the CIA, that is in charge of the globalist apparatus of this government, against the FBI, factions of other intelligence agencies, because these intelligence agencies and factions of the FBI know that what these people are doing is not in the interest of America. It's not in the interest of anybody but a bunch of unelected globalist, internationalist bureaucrats, and this is not in favor of America. So this is why we had a silent coup happen and basically forced these idiots, Obama, Hillary Clinton, the Democrats, to stand down. And if they didn't stand down, a lot of information about them was going to be released. And it still could be released, if you want my opinion, folks. I mean, there's a lot of information that I know that's still out there that is in the hands of the FBI. And that's why the DOJ has been bitching about wanting that information, because it's very damning information for a lot of people, particularly of which Obama, Hillary Clinton, so on and so forth. And I think even Alex Jones alluded to this, so I guess I'll go ahead and say it since he put his neck out there. I mean, you want to know the kind of information that the FBI and certain intelligence agencies have on these people. Let's just put it this way. They know what color hot dogs Obama likes to gnaw on and to slurp on and to suck on. And you know what I'm saying? And this is the kind of information that's being withheld from the public, and I know that it exists. I'm very privy to the information. That's why I can't stand any of these people. That's why we cannot accept Hillary, Barack Obama, any of the old Democratic apparatus. These people are criminals on the highest level. And this does not just include the DNC criminality. This goes to the Pizzagate scenario. This goes into child trafficking, child selling. I mean, I think that you people need to do your homework about these people. These people are sick. I think you need to know what happened to kids that out of Haiti. I think you people need to research all this stuff. I mean, this is not a joke. These people are sick. These people are sick. These people are Satanists. And look, whether you believe it or not, these people believe it, man. These people believe this satanic crap. And, you know, for you folks that are unaware,
people ask me, well, Ghost, why exactly do they think they're so great? I mean, what power does Satan give them? Well, Satan is not necessarily a figure or a material-based individual. Satan is a spirit in which once you go over to a certain dark side, in which you watch somebody, an innocent kid perhaps, be brutally murdered, dismembered, and watch them suffer, cry, and that sort of thing. Once you go beyond that and embrace that and not fear it and not be disgusted by it and not be repulsed by it, but embrace it and have it fuel you, and fuel you in the sense of, hey, I can take this. I'm not bothered by this. As a matter of fact, I'm actually rather happy that this is happening. That's Satan. That's evil. That's going to the dark side, in which you, as a person, as an individual, takes appreciation in the utter death and destruction of others. And that's literally what these people have been doing for the past countless, I don't know how many years. I'm serious. I mean, this is what these people have been doing. These people are unadulterated Satanists, man. And as I stated a couple of shows back, whether you believe it or not, okay, let's say you don't believe it. Why exactly is everybody hating on Jesus? If you want the truth be told, folks, why do you think Barack Obama funded and trained and armed ISIS? ISIS is going to the areas in the Middle East that have housed Christians, Coptics, and other Jesus-following type variants of religious sects, and literally went in there as ISIS and beheaded these people and killed these people, massacred these people. There's a Christian genocide going on right now in the Middle East. Nobody's even talking about. There's one man that actually talked about this at the United Nations, and it happened to have been a Jewish man. So a Jewish man is more concerned about the Christian Holocaust that's happening right now in the Middle East as opposed to Christians themselves. And why is it that, now, what was it, somewhere in Kansas somewhere, they're going to put up the Baphomet statue? They're going to put up the Devil's Ten Commandments. They're going to do all this garbage. And if they can't do that, they want to get rid of Jesus. They want to get rid of the figure of Jesus. Why? Why do they want to get rid of the figure of Jesus? I mean, listen, even if you don't believe in Jesus, even if you don't believe in what the hell he represents, why does everybody hate him? Answer me the question. Why does everybody hate Jesus? Atheists, Islamists, Jewish peeps, Satanists, atheists. I mean, I can go on and on, man. They hate Jesus. Why? I mean, ask yourself that, man. I'm not trying to, create a Baptist sermon here. But I think that people need to realize that Jesus, however you want to interpret Jesus, whether you want to interpret him as an actual figure, the Son of God, a symbol, whatever. But that figure is feared by these people. That figure is something that these people hate. They want to kill anything that has anything to do with it. Why? That's why I'm telling you, folks, you people need to realize that we aren't living in the Garden of Eden, all right? We are not living in a holy place. We are here for a punishment, and the sooner we understand that, the better off we'll be. I mean, we have to kill and eat another living organism in order to sustain ourselves. I just had a steak and some sausage. 2 different animals had to die so that I could eat, so I can sustain the energy to do this broadcast right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just saying, whatever Jesus is, whether you believe he's the Son of God, whether you believe he died for our sins, whether you believe he, resurrected, whatever, the symbol of Jesus is something that makes these people scared crapless. And it is that symbol that, in my opinion, we need to embrace to some capacity. And I'm not saying that you have to be some religious zealot Jesus freak. But in my opinion, folks, all of a sudden Jesus has become the bad guy in a bad world. So, in my personal opinion, folks, you people need to realize that there's a spiritual element going on right before our very eyes, on top of the politics, on top of the intelligentsia, on top of the business, on top of everything that comprises our system of sociality, our system of civilization. There is a spiritual battle going on. And listen, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get deep into that because then it starts freaking people out. It starts turning people off. But I'm just trying to let you all know they're allowing everybody to have their religion. They're allowing everybody to be tolerant of every other religion, but you start showing Jesus around. Oh, just stop. Can't believe. Get that Jesus stuff out of here. I mean, you can have everything. You can have a hijab. I mean, you can put a woman in a beekeeper suit. I mean, you can look like you're dressed like an a-la snack bar session. But once you start showing anything Jesus-related, what's happening? Why is everybody hating Jesus? Listen, I'm not trying to convince anybody to find religion. But all I'm saying is there are evil forces that are in control. And to be completely honest with you folks, the only way to oppose evil is to know what evil doesn't like. The only way to fight evil is to know what makes evil weak. The only way to combat evil is to know what is the kryptonite to evil itself. And the only way that you can tell what evil doesn't like, it's what evil's trying to do to eliminate whatever it really is afraid of. Anyway, folks, look, I'm sorry. I don't want to get too religious here. I just want to let everybody know there is a spiritual element. And it's good and evil. That's all it is. Light and darkness. And there's something with Jesus, whatever it is. I mean, whether you want to believe he's the Son of God, whether you want to believe he resurrected, whatever it is, they don't like him. And they hate him. And everybody hates him. Why? Just saying. Why? I mean, that's up to you to ask. That's up to you to answer. Anyway, folks, let me continue going here. We're running out of time. I don't mean to be going off on these diatribes here. Anyway, let's go to the next subject matter. Congress's first objective, their first priority in Congress. Republicans' first priority in Congress, repealing Obamacare. And I think that goes without saying, to be honest with you, because that's why there are very little economic opportunities for people. Because, folks, if somebody pays you a salary, or not a salary, an hourly wage, and they work you more than 40 hours a week, or 40 hours a week, period, you are, by law, a full-time employee, and that employer has to purchase your health insurance if you are a full-time employee. Now, what does that mean? That means that not only does this employer have to pay for your hourly wage for labor, but also has to pay for your health insurance, which is not economically viable. It doesn't compute. It'll put the freaking business owner out of business. So what are business owners doing? They are now looking for part-time workers, looking for workers that work less than 38 hours a week. That's why part-time jobs are plethora out here. Full-time jobs are scarce. And it's because of Obamacare, folks. And Obamacare is nothing more than a federal mandated health insurance monopoly. That's all it is. Now, look, I think that there's room to compromise here, okay? I'm not for a single-payer system. But I do agree with Trump that we can't just let people die on the streets, you know? We can't let, people that are just literally dying on the streets, because what will happen then is that America will be desensitized to death and will become like the Chinese. Y'all remember the Chinese? There was a video that came out where there was a young, I think it was like a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old that got ran over in the middle of the street, and people walked by this poor kid's body, and the kid just kept getting run over, and nobody gave a crap. People just looked at it and was like, oh, well, not my kid. I mean, literally, it was just getting run over. That damn freaking video of that is on YouTube somewhere. You see, that's what we don't need. We don't need to turn into that kind of sick, sadistic, psychopathic society where we could just watch a kid get run over and over again, lying on the street dead or, clinging to life, and just have people walk by like it's no big deal. But at the same time, we don't need no single-payer system here. We need a government to basically get completely out of the goddamn way of the actual health infrastructure itself. Moreover, they need to eliminate the health insurance boundaries and make it not a state-to-state insurance-based system, but a more interstate system. And this is really what's causing a lot of the insurance prices to go up, because people are forced to buy whatever's in their state. Anyway, folks, there was a real liberal, a true liberal that I actually respect and still respect to this day. Because this is a man that actually lives his liberal principles and means what he says what he means, and was never respected by the Democratic Party whatsoever. And I'm talking about a congressman out of Ohio by the name of Dennis Kucinich. Dennis Kucinich, folks, whether you agree or disagree with this man, was not only a rational liberal, but he was actually a liberal that lived and breathed, and still does live and breathe, his principles, and that's exactly what I respect, even if I don't agree with an individual in question. But one thing that he did propose back in the day, I think he proposed this back in 2001, a healthcare proposition that would emulate what would otherwise be interpreted as a universal healthcare system without actually having a single-payer healthcare system per se. Now, I actually read this bill, and look, I should have looked it up. I didn't know I was going to talk about this today. But the bill is out there in which Kucinich literally wrote himself, and I think it's actually rather brilliant plan. So if the Republicans are listening, because, listen, what the Democrats are doing right now is taunting the Republicans, saying, oh, okay, well, you're going to repeal Obamacare. What are you going to replace it with? What are you going to do? And that's why I'm saying Dennis Kucinich's his bill, when he initiated this, of course it was tabled. Nobody gave a crap about it. You know what I mean? Nobody really took it seriously. I actually read the bill, and I think that it's a suitable alternative to what Obamacare is. Because, listen, unfortunately, because Obamacare utilized billions of dollars to set itself up as an infrastructure in the United States, you have to somehow counteract that while at the same time utilizing certain factions of the infrastructure that were built because there was billions of taxpayer dollars spent on it, but not be a single-payer system. Now, if I recollect correctly, Kucinich's bill was something to this effect, that obviously getting rid of the boundaries in which insurance companies can compete, making it a more interstate type of competition for insurance. Secondly, a lot of the monies that are basically attributed to paying for health care for individuals that can't pay for it, instead of the federal government paying that money out, at the end of the year that the federal government gives a lump sum to each and every state so that they themselves can figure out a mechanism in which to handle their uninsured or impoverished or those that can't afford health care. And the states itself will utilize the physicians and other healthcare professionals to comprise a system in which those that are not insured and those that are impoverished can actually achieve health care through these systems that are funded by the federal government but that are enacted by the state. And I thought that was actually rather brilliant because, I mean, you know, shouldn't it be the state that actually takes care of their impoverished? And once the state realizes that the federal funds that were given aren't sufficient enough to take care of their impoverished, uninsured people, well, then the states have to realize, well, we have a lot more than a health insurance issue. We have an employment issue. We've got an economic issue. And you see, that will force the houses of most states to basically enact laws that make the health system better by getting more people off of actually being dependent on free health care. So it actually gives a proactive situation to the states so that the federal government just doesn't flip the tab on whoever in the hell's going to state-funded, county-funded university hospitals. I mean, this way, the federal government gives a lump sum to the state on an annual basis based upon certain demographic statistics and so on and so forth, and then tell the state, listen, you create the infrastructure in which you disseminate health care. You figure it out. And you see, what these physicians will realize is that, look, we can't keep billing insurance companies. We actually have to take care of the poor. So what we need to do is we need to create a clinic-based infrastructure that is a proactive approach, because if they keep coming back to us, we're going to lose money. I mean, you know, the goal of the state is not only to utilize the money, but to save some of that federal money. I mean, what if you don't have that many people that need free health care? You're going to save that money that the federal government gives you and offset it or put it in a cash reserve, something to that capacity. And on top of which, taking away the interstate commerce laws as it pertains to health insurance. Because if we do that, folks, I think that the health insurance costs will go down, and as a result, everybody will be able to find a plan that suits them, because not everybody needs the greatest plan. I mean, I don't think that somebody who's a health nut, you know, that eats, you know, great meals every day, works out, so on and so forth, needs like the top of the line coverage as it pertains to their health. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And this way, I mean, it'll give the opportunity for the consumer to pick out insurance, because what is insurance? Insurance is just in case crap happens. And, you know, if you happen to live a little bit of a risky lifestyle, if you happen to be somebody who's in extreme sports, well, then you're going to have to get a plan accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And this way, nobody's left out in the cold, and the states have a proactive approach on dealing with their uninsured, impoverished populace. Because you see, right now, as we see it under Obamacare, they can unlimitedly bill these Obamacare insurance companies for everything. That's why these impoverished folks, not even impoverished folks, I mean, folks that are even in supposed middle-class-based insurance policies, they're being milked. They're being used as guinea pigs. I mean, this insurance system that we have right now, it's not one that takes care of people. It's one that creates a perpetual realm of sickness so that they can come back and they can bill insurance companies more and more and more. The incentive right now, as the health insurance system is constructed, it is basically built to keep you sick. It is built to keep you sick. It is built to keep you coming back. It is built to keep billing your insurance agency or your insurance company on tests and referrals and, oh, we got to do this and we got to investigate that, and, you know, oh, we got to give you this medication and all this crap. that bill that Kucinich initiated, and I forgot the name of it. I'll try to tweet it out if I find it later on today. It basically suggests that, look, the states should be dealing with this crap. Federal government shouldn't be dealing with this crap. The states should. And then when the states can't handle it, well, then that's when you can go in and do a proactive situation in which the federal government comes in and, does the whole advisor situation and tries to aid the state in developing a health infrastructure to properly facilitate health care to their uninsured and impoverished. But as I stated, folks, many of these states aren't going to do that. Many of these states are going to try to do a budget-based healthcare system in which not only do they help the impoverished and the uninsured by healing their ailments, but they'll act proactively and say, hey, look, maybe you need to stop eating so much of this. Maybe you need to stop smoking. Maybe you need to do this and that, and have a proactive approach to the consumer. And the consumer is people that are uninsured, people that are impoverished, and actually help their health, actually gear them towards a healthier lifestyle so that these insurance costs, these uninsured and impoverished health costs are pretty much nil. But, of course, I'm talking rational thinking. Nobody thinks rational anymore, and that's why, folks, the left right now as we see it, it left true liberals a long time ago. I mean, this left that's around today in America, it's communist. It's pure lunacy. And that's why I brought up Dennis Kucinich, because he's no longer, unfortunately, in Congress because he wasn't left enough. He wasn't leftist lunatic enough, for Christ's sake. Anyway. Let me continue going on, folks, all right? I hope they do repeal Obamacare, and that should be the first priority. And let me tell you, I think they need to go back to Dennis Kucinich's bill and take a look at it and take variants of elements of that bill and comprise a new bill to repeal Obamacare, because I think that the infrastructure Obamacare has, you could put what Kucinich wrote, possibly add a couple of things that maybe Ben Carson or other physicians, actual players in the game could actually advise and create an infrastructure that actually facilitates good health care while not charging a single payer, while not increasing our taxes. I mean, this stuff is very basic. This stuff is very easy. It's just we've had nothing but nimrodic, moronic buffooneries, bureaucrats leading our country, and that's why we're in the position we're in. Anyway, folks, we're running out of time here. My apologies on going off keister. I'm talking about all kinds of stuff today. It's the first show of the new year, man. Anyway, let me get to some more news here. I'm just going to run through this before we run out of time here. Treasonous war hawk John McCain insists on investigation and a response to Russian hacking. Now, what I don't understand, folks, is I've been hollering for the past month, actually 2 months, that this idiot John McCain is a traitor. He's an unadulterated traitor, and why this man is still in office, why this man hasn't been arrested yet for basically being an unadulterated traitor to his country is beyond me. Folks, it came out in September through an investigation in a non-related issue, as a matter of fact. Investigators were just checking into the National Archives, into old CIA audio files, microfiches, so on and so forth, and they actually found a recording that was mislabeled and happened to be put in the wrong file that was actually John McCain broadcasting over the air for a pro-Viet Cong broadcast, basically recording propaganda for the Viet Cong, talking about how the Viet Cong were so great, they were gracious, they helped them. The United States had no business in Vietnam, and I mean, just pure Tokyo Rose traitorous nonsense. And yet this chicken hawk asshole, anytime there's an opportunity to go to war, this scumbag John McCain wants to do it. Remember when he ran for president in 2008, remember that? Remember he made that stupid, ridiculous comment about Iran? Well, my views on Iran are like that song, bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. That's what I like. I mean, this guy is a freaking war hawk,
and he was a freaking traitor during the time he was a prisoner of war. John McCain, you're a traitor! You're a fucking traitor! Excuse my French, folks, but he's a traitor. You're only supposed to give 3 responses when you're a prisoner of war, no matter what they do to you. Name, rank, and social security number are the only goddamn things that you're supposed to give to the damn enemy. You're not supposed to give them propaganda so that they can air over their goddamn radio wave, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you this right now, man. You are a traitor, John McCain. You're an effing traitor. I don't know how you sleep at night. But you're a soulless piece of trash, and I don't care what people say. He is a traitor. And if you don't believe me, why don't you take a look? YouTube right now, Tokyo Rose, John McCain. And for you folks that don't know what Tokyo Rose is, it was a broadcast that happened during World War II in Japan. I don't want to get into it. Just look that up. Look up Tokyo Rose, John McCain. This guy's a traitor! And this guy's still sitting here trying to, well, we have to do some investigations into the Russian hacking, and we have to do a response. I mean, remember when Russia went into Syria? This was the idiot that was saying that American soldiers should be shooting down Russian planes. I mean, this is a war hawk asshole. He's a freaking traitor, man. I'm tired of this idiot going down as some war hero. He's not a war hero. Do you understand me? John McCain is not a war hero. He's a fucking traitor. And you can tell him I said that. And he wants to sue me. Go ahead. Let's bring out the Tokyo Rose recording straight from the National Archive, you scumbag. You're a freaking traitor. Anyway, folks, we are now in the 3rd and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire. That True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. All right? The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow, all right? Now that we are in the 3rd and final hour, folks, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in with me. Once again, this is the first episode of 2017. I had a great New Year's Eve with everybody listening to me in the New Year's Eve broadcast. If you didn't listen to that broadcast, I hope that you got yourself some or got lucky or got a bunch of drink or something. I hope you had a good New Year because we sure as hell did, baby. All right. Anyway, let me get to these last subject matters, and we're going to go ahead and move on, all right? Now, of course, for all you folks that were listening to the Twitter shout-outs, you probably already got an idea that these idiots were talking about the nightclub that was shot in Turkey, or it was a massive shooting in this Turkish nightclub, I should say. It was a terrorist act during New Year's Eve, killing 39, wounding 69, and yet the killer is still at large. When it first happened, folks, I speculated that it was the Peshmerga, and it was the Peshmerga's response to Turkey's incursion into northern Syria and northern Iraq. Now, supposedly, ISIS is taking credit for this particular attack, which doesn't really make too much sense. Because in my personal opinion, it was Turkey that was gun running a lot of the artillery to ISIS via the CIA. I mean, that's what that whole Benghazi situation was about. The Benghazi situation was an outpost for gun running
to basically give to the freaking fighters and that are conducting themselves in these ISIS operations. That's why, folks, that supposed consulate, which wasn't a consulate, that was overran by Yehudis in Benghazi that killed Ambassador Stevens. Ambassador Stevens was not being protected by U.S. military because it wasn't a goddamn consulate. He was being protected by CIA operatives. Now, why exactly would Ambassador Stevens be protected by CIA operatives if there wasn't an operation going on? And what operation would they be having in Benghazi in that particular outpost? Gun running. And if you want the truth to be told, that's why they got overrun. They got overrun because they wanted all the guns. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these CIA people, they think that they can control these Yehudis, for Christ's sake. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, regardless of who did it, it's been done. And who does this favor? Obviously, this favors Erdogan, the leader who basically wants to unify the Ottoman Empire once again. I honestly believe that is his goal. That is his goal. And it's just going to basically put more and more power in his hands. He's going to justify why he needs more power based upon this mass shooting. And it plays right into his hand, folks. I mean, so if ISIS thinks that they were doing something, or the Peshmerga, whoever is truly the culprits behind this, if they think that they were doing something, they're just emboldening the power of Erdogan. So once again, folks, nightclub in Turkey suffers a terrorist act during New Year's Eve. 39 people dead, all right, and 69 people wounded. I mean, massive terrorist act shooting. Anyway, folks, did y'all hear Pope Francis today? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm sick of this googly-eyed Pope, man. I'm serious. How come not more Catholics aren't pissed at this guy? This guy is literally fruiting up the Catholic Church more than it already has, with all due respect. I mean, he's literally crapping on thousands of years of tradition because, hey, I'm Pope Francis. I'm the Pope now. I can do anything I want now. Yeah, now. Stupid Pope, man. I do not like this Pope Francis. I think he's a piece of trash. And to be honest with you, this man, I don't like him. He's a liberal Pope. You can tell that he does everything that he possibly can to promote socialism through the guise of religion, and I think it's very disgusting and pathetic. And I don't like Pope Francis. I think he's a piece of trash. I spit on Pope Francis. You suck, Pope Francis. How you like that? How you like that, Pope Francis, you sick, twisted prick?
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
Anyway, Pope Francis had the gall today to come out and to say to their bishop, to say to his bishops in the Catholic Church, maintain zero tolerance on child abuse. Oh, are you kidding me? You sick Pope! Son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! I wish this was your face! I wish this was your face, the Pope! I wish this was your damn face! This son of a bitch over here trying to, no, zero tolerance on child abuse. It's a little late, Popey. It's a little late. As far as I'm concerned, I think the Vatican should be raided for all the molestations that the Catholic Church has done throughout the world. That damn freaking apparatus, the Vatican, should be raided. It's morally, legally, and ethically justified. They should be raided to know what they know. Give me a break. Yeah, give me a break. Give me a mic. You got to be kidding me. The Pope The Pope is a zero tolerance for child abuse. Shut up, you stupid, ungrateful, fat, jelly-ass, Argentinian, meatball-eating idiot. What an asshole. I'm serious. I wish I could slap this Pope in his fat face, you know? I wish I could slap him aside that googly-eyed face of his and say, hey, did God make that stop hurting? Huh? How about that? And then kick him right in the damn balls in that stupid dress he wears. Ah! Huh? Did God make that stop hurting there, Popey? I mean, let me tell you, it's not just this Pope. The last Pope wasn't any better. You know, Ratzinger, you know, the ex-Nazi. You know, this guy, you know, he actually had the audacity to take a call-in question, and when he was on Vatican TV or some crap from some poor little girl in Japan right after the Japanese tsunamis, and was asking Pope Ratzinger over there, or what the hell is this freaking, who the hell knows what his freaking Pope name was, but whatever his Pope name was asking, Pope, why do I have to suffer? Why do young kids like me in Japan have to look at death, and we have to suffer? Why? And you know what this idiot said? This idiot Pope Ratzinger said, my child, you're suffering for Jesus. Oh, jeez. You know what? That's just great. Telling some poor Japanese little girl who had just been through a goddamn freaking tsunami, seen all kinds of death and destruction, calls up the Pope, some supposed figure, some supposed man of God, supposedly, and asks him, why? Why are we suffering? You're suffering for Jesus. What a disgusting response, man. I mean, heartless, disgusting pieces of trash. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. You're suffering for Jesus? That's all you got? That's all you got? I mean, this poor little girl, she just saw death and destruction and all kinds of just unbelievable mayhem. And you just tell her, Popey, that you're suffering for Jesus. I mean, just lie. Lie to this little girl, Popey. Do something, say something, concoct something spiritual out of your old ass head. No, we're suffering for Jesus. What an asshole. You know, F you, Pope, all right? And both you, F you. And F the Vatican as well. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I'm going to move on from that, folks. Last but not least, folks, 2016 was the year of internet censorship. And I just want to make this small comment that internet censorship, it doesn't seem like it's going away. And the only way that we are going to combat this is if we start figuring out contingency plans in which we can continue to communicate with one another outside of the internet. Because it may come to a point in which where we may have to communicate with each other through old-fashioned means, meaning we may have to utilize media and distribute media amongst each other so that we can continue the information flow. And that means basically copying media to a DVD, copying media to a jump drive. I'm even considering going back to the old BBS system, you know, with like 25 nodes on there and that sort of thing. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, they're going to regulate this internet, and they're going to try to eliminate our speech. And I think that we, as the internet community, need to figure out different strategies in which we can bypass any potential censorship, any potential curbing of our communication. And this is very important. And I hope that, if anything, you take this very serious. Because at some point in time, folks, the internet is not going to be the internet as you know it. What they're trying to do is consolidate the internet to nothing more than a few companies. They want the internet to be Facebook. For instance, if you're a Facebook idiot and you utilize Facebook for your social media, your news gathering, and all this other nonsense, that's how you're going to surf the net. Surfing the net to you is going to be surfing through Facebook. Facebook is going to be the internet, not the World Wide Web, Not the, hey, I can just push in www.whatever and go to a website. No. They want to consolidate it to where Facebook, Twitter, and, social media sites, Google, Bing, these types of things end up becoming the internet. So you're not necessarily searching on the internet. You're searching on Facebook's network. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking around, folks. I mean, we're going to have to think about this. This is coming around the pike faster than you can think, especially after this NDAA signing by Obama. We have to consider how to continue the information to flow through to people. And as I stated, folks, it may not be through the internet. I mean, we may have to actually take media and distribute that media independently, whether it's through jump drives, whether it's through DVDs, whatever. Because we cannot be stopped, folks. We cannot allow the information to stop because that's exactly what they're trying to do. That's why they're trying to consolidate the internet into these small conglomerate companies so that the perception of the internet is that of whatever application you're using. A lot of people at some point in time are going to think that the Facebook is the internet. A lot of people are going to think that, hey, I use Bing, and this is the internet. No, it's not. The internet is an unlimited network in which you can connect to whatever network is on this backbone through this IP system, Internet Protocol Address System. But once they start taking internet kill switches and massive DDoSes or whatever to try to stop us from communicating, we got to continue the information. And the way to do so, folks, is copying the information to other media, becoming creative. And like I said, I'm even considering a BBS. I'm not joking around, and you should consider it too. If you happen to have the means and the resources to have a BBS, which is nothing more, folks, than a computer system in which you have nodes in which you'd have to research how to do this. I don't want to get into the whole technicality of it. That enables you to have, 5, 10, 15 people on your computer at one time, and it's actually no different than 4chan, per se, bulletin board system. The only difference is that the network itself is on somebody's individual computer. And this way, any kind of information that's being disseminated in that BBS doesn't go past that computer. That computer holds all the information of everybody. So unless that computer gets raided, I mean that's a pretty secure situation there. It's a pretty secure situation. Anyway, folks, I was going to talk a little bit about genetics versus environment as it pertains to race, because I think that's something that needs to be discussed. But we are running completely out of time. So what I'm planning on doing, I plan on basically talking about this tomorrow, because I think it's a very important debate that we need to discuss. We have a lot of folks that believe that racial genetics actually plays a sole part in how one develops as an individual. And, of course, I'm of the persuasion that it's all environment. The old Trading Places movie, you know what I mean? We're going to talk about that. Unfortunately, I cannot, I don't have enough time right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that tomorrow. So for all you folks that were looking forward to that, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So make sure to tune in with us, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Now, without any further ado, folks, let's go to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 563-999-3791. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti. And before we get started, folks, I want to remind everybody that we've only got 20 slots available left for the Inner Circle. And let me tell you, they're going like hotcakes, folks. And there's not going to be any more sale of these, folks. I'm serious. I'm not doing this again. So if you miss out this time, They ain't going to be another time. Because right now, what I'm going to do, 2017 is going to be the year of the inner circle, baby. You understand that? Not to mention, I'm creating a serious triangle within the inner circle. So that's even more intense. That's even more serious capitalism, baby. And I'm telling you, man, we are going to be an economic capital force. I'm telling you this right now. Anyway, folks, once again, if you want to be a part of the inner circle, get in while you can. The website to purchase one of the last 20 inner circle slots is at, and you can type this into your browser right now, ghost.market. That's right. That's what you type in on your browser, ghost.market right there. And go ahead and get yourself in on one of the last 20 slots. And for the Inner Circle members, we are going to have a meeting sometime later in the week, possibly in the weekend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you guys to tell you exactly where the locale is going to be so that we can basically have a little bit of a social going on and talk some serious business. All right? Talk some serious business. Anyway, once again, go ahead right now and type in your browser, ghost.market. It's going to be great, baby. This is the year of the Inner Circle. I'm looking forward to it. And once again, I want to thank those that just joined here. As a matter of fact, before I get to Radio Graffiti, let me go ahead and give some shout-outs to the new members of the Inner Circle here. All right? All right. Let's go ahead and let's give some shout-outs to the new Inner Circle members right now, baby, right now. We got Neon Midnight 02. We got Goldner Adler. What's going on? We got Capitalist Romanum. Excuse me. Jesus Christ, I'm stumbling over my own tongue here. We got Latvian Capitalist. What's going on out of Latvia? Stop reading my name. Okay. We've got Excalibur in the house. We got Mike Burville. How you doing, man? We've got Mark in the place. Commando Nando in the house, Argonian Capitalist in the place, Robert Xbox in the house, Big McLargy, huge, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, and Godzilla. What's going on to Godzilla? We got Burnished Capitalist. We've got Peasant in the house. We've got Bender in the place, and the Just Workman in the place as well. Thank you all for basically being part of the Inner Circle. I want to thank you first and foremost. Thank you very much. And for folks that somebody just said, hey, I just got my new license key, where do I send it? You send your license key to the email address that's in your digital receipt, that's in your email. You might want to check, a variety of different folders. It's there. And once you email that license key, you want to email that license key and what your Twitter address is, baby. I want to follow you. You can DM me anytime you want. That's the beautiful part about being in the Inner Circle, baby. You got close access to yours truly. So anyway, without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, who do we got here? This is the first Radio Graffiti call for 2017. Hopefully it's a decent one. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
I'm a rockin' man. Daddy, let me have some fun.
All right, well, that was a fruity one, for Christ's sake. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Jesus Christ, Helen Keller deaf mutes left and right, for Christ's sake, man. How about 805 Radio Graffiti?
Can I get a number 6 value meal, please?
Look, enough of that stupid troll already, all right? Let's not start that for 2017. Jesus. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Number 9 large. A number 6 with extra.
Jesus Christ, what the hell did I just say? What the hell did I just say? What the hell did I just say? Let's not start that stupid troll for 2017, all right, dude? Let's not start that. Let's not start that crap. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I already told you, let's not start that garbage, all right? Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hello there, Ghost. It is I, the Great Skeletor. I found your dead corpse of your granny, and now I am going to fuck it with my bone in her skeleton hat.
Oh, Jesus. Just shut up, you stupid moron. Freaking Skeletor. What kind of crap is that? 443 Radio Graffiti.
Super Smash Radio Graffiti.
This is True Templeton Radio. True Templeton Radio. The badass is biting Ghost's hand. Give him treats or give him death.
Well, what do you want? You want a treat or something?
Live from his TCR doghouse in Ghost's office.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't crap there. Stop Templeton now. No. Jesus Christ, you can't crap there.
And now he'll take it from here. The dog that crapped on Ghost's carpet. Templeton.
Hey, listen, I don't understand why you keep reminding me of that. It's not funny, all right? That's not funny, and it costs me money. Shut up. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Anonymous Radio Graffiti. How about 666 Radio Graffiti?
I, Cleveland Brown Jr., pledge my virginity to my dad, Cleveland Brown. You know how much I love you, Dad. You must have done something right. You serve the love every morning.
You know, I think it's sweet that you gave your...
Shut up. Jesus Christ, man. 909 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Let me get an order of a Nick-Nod burrito with rice in it, a large Jewish pizza with triple the Jew, a large bag of Mexican chips with double the dip of Spix, and then a...
Such stupid idiot. Shut up! Look, shut up! Shut up with that troll already, you sack of crap! Shut up! Shut up with that stupid troll already, you sorry sack of crap! Shut up! Jesus, give me a mic. You know, I already see that this is going off to a bad first show for 2017. I can already see that right damn now. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to cut this show short, for Christ's sake, if you keep this up. I'm going to cut this show short, for Christ's sake. You keep this crap up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, it's Flutter Guy. Why don't you join me in the bathhouse and suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick?
Shut up, man. I mean, this is sick, man. You guys are getting sick with this crap. 347 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. This is Roldy. I have a question. Exactly how do I pick up my 2011 and 2016 Ghosties?
Well, that's very easy, Roldy. Why don't you tweet at me here in about an hour or an hour and a half? Once I get off the broadcast, I'll DM you. As a matter of fact, I think that you've ordered something prior. So you have ordered something prior. Am I correct? I think I recollect you being one of these people that ordered something. You did order something, correct?
Well, I ended up buying, like, I bought Mrs. Ghost's autograph. I bought the engineer autograph. I bought the Christmas card. So yeah. Okay, no problem. Listen, you don't even need to do it. We'll just mail it to you, since we already know that we already know that you bought from us. So you don't necessarily need to. I mean, it's the same address, correct? Yeah, and also friendly reminder. It's going to have to be 2 of those awards, remember, because of the 2011 shit that it was able to
I
get.
know, the 2011. I got it. All right, no problem, man. Thank you very much for participating in the show, and thank you very much for winning, man. Oh, thanks, man, and thanks for having me on, like, every other time. Thanks, man. No problem. Hey, we'll go ahead. We'll get you the one for 2016, and for you folks that are unaware, Raldi won Best Mexican 2016 and won Best Remix in 2011 for Money, Success, Fame, Bronies. And that one's on YouTube if you all want to look at that and circle jerk yourself with that one. But we'll get it to you, Raldi. No problem, man. I got you. All right, thanks for reminding me. And as a matter of fact, Anybody who won a ghostie or got an honorable mention, you want to get sent something, let me know. We'll go ahead and send you an actual award, an actual physical, tangible award signifying that you won whatever given category or an honorable mention in whatever given category for the Ghosties 2016. Thanks, Raldy. I appreciate it. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti.
George Soros, 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 George Soros.
Hey, look, that's not even funny. Why are you trolls even doing that? That asshole doesn't even care. He's the Prince of freaking Darkness, man. He wants you dead, you morons. Good God. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back in my home.
Stupid. Get it off, for Christ's sake. We're not making that a meme, you son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. No, shut that crap. Why? Why are y'all trying to make that stupid, dumbass 2-bit cartoon a meme? It sucks. It sucks. I mean, a homosexual black guy? Come on, man.
Hi, I'm Cleveland. I'm a black guy that sounds like I'm taking it up to pooper.
Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
This is True Rigged Radio. True Rigged Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of freaking ghosties.
Give him nominees that were never part of the show, or give him dead.
TCR Chat Room of the Year is the TCR Steve Chat. Malik Obama Best Black Eye 2016.
Broadcasting from a basement in San Hambonia, pretended to have an employee, a wife, and a dog.
It's freaking rigged. I mean, this is scientific data here, you migrant mouth-hugging pieces of crap.
And now, he'll take it from here, your host, the liar of liars, the man they call Ghost.
Yeah, liar of liars. All right, well, you shut your mouth, you stupid immigrant, and learn how to spoken before you make a splice, first and foremost. And secondly, let me tell you something. Yeah, I got a dog, I got a wife, I got it all, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I got everything that you don't have, and that's why you're sitting there fanning your balls, wishing you had something, you stupid, dumb, broken English-sounding, freaking immigrant piece of unappreciative crap. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
I have number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese and a large.
Is that the African booty scratcher placing an order for Christ's sake? Damn it! Enough of that shitty troll! Enough of that crappy troll already! Enough of that goddamn crappy troll! I've had enough of it already! I've had enough of that goddamn stupid crappy troll already. Look, I don't want to hear anybody else calling up Radio Graffiti ordering anything like I'm a goddamn drive-thru. It's starting to seriously piss me off. It's starting to seriously piss me off. So stop it. Stop it now.
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com. If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm not even joking. Stop it now. Stop it, man. God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Number 9 large. A number 6 with extra
Look,
dip.
what did I just say to you, pricks? Enough! Jesus Christ. 609 Radio Graffiti. Now let's get to the best Ho-Ho 2016 Ghosty Awards. And the winner is... Oh, my God. The winner is Dormy Sweet. Bravo! Yeah! I love Ho-Ho. That's right. Shut up, you bitch. Look, no Tohu merch, no references to Tohu, none of that anime, sick, twisted, cartoon fetish crap. Enough. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. Man, let me tell you something. You cheesehole chomping pieces of fart fragrant expert having pieces of trash are making me goddamn sick. You're making me sick. You're making me sick. Jesus Christ, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to say? 713 Radio Graffiti.
I'll take a number 9 large, an extra cheese pizza with extra sauce, and don't forget the sausage.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Why don't you all just shut up? I know what you idiots are doing. Why don't you all just shut up already? You want me to end this broadcast, don't you? You want me to end this broadcast early, because I'll do it. I'll end this broadcast early and not show up tomorrow. How do you like that? I'll end this broadcast early and not show up tomorrow for you ungrateful pricks. Listen, give me the mic. Give me the mic. Freaking mic. Listen, I'm not going to tell you stupid troll terrorist cyber vermin jerk dicks again, all right? If you migrant mouth-hugging pieces of trash continue with this nonsense, I am ending the show. I am ending the show, you Lena Dunham licking pieces of crap. I am ending the show if you continue this garbage. I'm not joking, you son of a bitch. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. 813 Radio Graffiti. All right, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. I'm very proud of you, by the way, for Christ's sake. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? 862 Radio Graffiti.
I must acquire 3 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 of extra dip, and an order of number 7.
Listen, just shut up, shut up, shut up. Listen, man, I'm not joking around. I'm going to end this freaking broadcast if I hear another one of those stupid, dumb trolls again. I'm not joking around. I don't need to put up with this crap. I mean, seriously, man, 3 hours a day, 5 days a week of my life, man. First goddamn broadcast of the year 2017, and this is how you repay me? Jesus. Listen, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Jesus Christ, man. 352 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. This is Big Macintosh here. I'd like to order hay fries, a hay burger, and a hay shake. Hey, yep.
Yeah, blow it out your ass, you fruit bowl, all right? Shove it up your ass. 209 Radio Graffiti.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
God damn it! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Why don't you all just shut up? Why don't you all just shut up with this stupid troll? God. I don't know how much more I could take of this today. I'm not joking around. I don't know how much more I could take of this crap today. I mean, I don't know how much more I could take of this today, man. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, got a freaking mess in this joint because of you people. Jesus Christ, man. Look, I'm not joking around, man. The next one, I'm gone. The next one, I'm out of here. I'm out. I am out. Jesus Christ, I can't take any more of this crap. I'm serious, man. I just can't take any more of this crap. 435 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, can I get a large meat lovers, an 8-piece atomic hot wings, stuffed cheese sticks, a chicken bacon ranch melt, and a Dr.
Shut up, you stupid fruitful. What did I say? What did I just say? What did I... Shut up, man. Just shut up. I mean, you're pissing me off. 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 Jesus, God, give me the damn mic. Look, enough of this crap. Enough of this crap. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. I can't take any more of this crap. I'm serious. I just can't take it, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Helen Keller deaf mute. I mean, Jesus Christ. Get it straight. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
His train of thought was interrupted when Dmitry Medvedev came into the room and asked, "Can I join too?" Putin responded, "Нет, know your place." And Medvedev shrunk back into the designated cuckold corner where Comrade Bernie Sanders was chipping his apple for the last 15 minutes. Putin punished the capitalist hard rock-loving Medvedev by squeezing deep purple colored breast milk from Ghost's disgusting man boob into his eyes.
Oh my God, get this sick, twisted fanfic crap out of here. Get it out of here. Man, y'all are pushing my buttons. I'm telling you this right now, man. 239 Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, okay. One second, Minnie. Hey, hey, Ghost, let me get a number 3. What did I get? A number 4 with some extra cheese. And let me get an order of curly fries for Pluto here.
Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up, you stupid dumb mouse. Shut up. I mean, what the hell is this crap? I got freaking Mickey Mouse calling me up taking orders, for Christ's sake. Hey, assholes, all right, listen to me. I am not a fast food joint, all right? Stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Give me the mic. I'm done, man. I'm serious. I am done with this garbage. .541 Radio Graffiti.
pretty good. I think that was Godzilla once again playing the guitar. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you, as a matter of fact. How about 3, 2, 1 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, what's up, man? I just want to say thank you for the Christmas card. Happy New Year. I've been busy capitalizing. I haven't gotten a chance to call in a while, but keep up the good work, man. I love you. Happy New Year to everyone.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words for a change, man. I got all these goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin out here. It's good to hear, a friendly face out here. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Adolf Gosler was a great man who lived up to his name, and he traveled one day, and when he came back, he gave me 2 number 9s, number 9 large, number 6 extra tip, number 7, 2 number 45.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. Shut up! You can't even say it with a straight face because you know it's stupid. Just shut up! Man, this show is about to end. I can already sense it, man, because I'm not putting up with this garbage. I'm not joking around. I'm not putting up with this crap. 403 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost Pro Honky here. Hey, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Johnny Rebel, the only truly sad death of 2016. Also, hey, I wanted to ask you a question, man. When are you going to release the autographed beer cans?
That's a very good question. I'm actually going to release them here in the sometime in January. Okay. Once again, I'm just trying to get the logistics on those things because it's actually a kind of a bulky piece to ship. So I want to try to get it to the lowest common denominator so that I don't have to put the cost of shipping and the cost of materials to ship. I don't want to put too much of it on the consumer, man. So that's what I've been trying to deal with as of late. But I know everybody's looking forward to those cans, and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. No pun intended. Thank you very much, though, for asking, man. And believe me, they'll be up here sometime this month. We're just trying to figure out the cheapest logistics way possible to be able to distribute them without it costing so much on the shipping end. Anyway, 973 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, I mean, that's when Billy Joel started sucking the chrome off of a 57 Chevy bumper. You know what I'm saying? That's when he realized, all the chicks that he wrote all those songs for, they didn't really like him, so he had to write other crap and, we didn't start the fire. Shut up, Billy. All right? Just shut up and get on the piano and dance, all right? Stupid idiot. Anyway, who else do we have here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Vote! That's right, vote! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! Twitch widget, fanfic it! Twitch widget, fanfic it! Twitch widget, fanfic! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! You stupid dumbass! Twitch widget, fanfic it.
You know what? I just freaking said that, and I really don't appreciate it, all right? Well, I mean, you're making me sound stupid. But you know what? I hate to say it. That's a hell of a lot better to hear right now than the stupid, dumb, fast food drive-thru order. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I just shut up. I didn't need to hear that either. Shut up. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
When I was a very young kid, I sold certain things. I've always been a capitalist.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D.R.E. Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers.
Yeah, you goddamn right, man. Thug life. You're damn right, man. Thug life. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number.
God, Jesus, just shut up, man. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm telling you, man, I'm getting sick and tired of this crap, man. I'm just getting so sick of this garbage, man. I'm getting so sick of this goddamn crap. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. How am I supposed to conduct this goddamn radio graffiti if they're going to continue doing this crap? It's not funny, all right? It's not funny. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus. You know what? I am glad that there's 11 minutes left in this broadcast. I mean, I thought we were going to kick the new year off with a decent broadcast and you people were just going to kind of take it easy or something. No, look at what you idiots are doing, for Christ's sake. It's like the ghosties invigorated your asses. Jesus Christ. Give me my drink. Give me my drink. Oh, my God. I'm glad we have 11 minutes left, man. I'm telling you this right now. You know, and this is why, you know, I'm so glad for the inner circle. You know that? I mean, these are my friends. They're my family. I'm glad. Anyway, folks, let me go. 10 minutes left. Let's see what we have here. Hopefully somebody has a little bit of a heart and just stops with this nonsense. And just let's end the radio graffiti kind of chill, man. God damn it. Anonymous radio graffiti.
I have number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s.
You know what? Shut up. Who is this African booty scratcher? Who is this asshole? Who is this asshole? Seriously. I'm saying this guy's starting to piss me off. Who the hell is this African booty scratcher, man? Jesus Christ. I think we got the Brony Network on the horn. The Brony Network, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. How you doing, mate?
How's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good. I'm actually here packing because tomorrow I'm going off to New Orleans for a cruise down at the Caribbean seas, down in Mexico, of course. So I'm actually going to be not going to be hearing you for 5 days. So hopefully you can actually, wish me luck for the trip here, and hopefully I can actually, make it home safe and all.
Well, man, are you excited? Doesn't sound like you're very excited about it, man. You're going on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. It's just that the problem is that I'm actually a little bit sick. I actually had a throat infection, and of course I'm starting to actually, take medications to actually, try to take it off. It's just in my throat. But overall, I'm actually pretty excited. It will be my first time going on a cruise, so I'm really excited for this. So I can't wait. I just hope I actually can actually make it through and actually pull it off. But I'll be able to, and hopefully I'll be able to hear you in the broadcast if they have any signal over there. So hopefully I can actually hear you throughout these days. But if not, well, at least I hope you enjoy the rest of the 5 days for yourselves. So I do wish everybody.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And hey, it's a shame that you're sick. You got a throat situation right before you're about to go on a cruise. That sucks. But hey, the beautiful part about a cruise, you can stay in the cabin, you can flip the boob tube, you can go out and get some fresh air going on out of your little cabin, little deck area there. You know what I mean? It may be a blessing in disguise. Maybe you get yourself some rest, relaxation. Maybe get yourself a pina colada. Maybe get some, hot tamale broad out there to deliver it to you. You know what I'm saying? I need another pina colada, Juanita. You know what I'm saying? So good for you, man. Good for you. And good luck to you on your trip, by the way, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to be right back.
Listen, shut up with that stupid song. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Mr. Sev, Radio. Hold on a second. Donald Trump, what are you doing? Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ, no. You can't crap there. Jesus Christ, you can't crap there. That's white chocolate. I don't own that. Why did you take a crap there? I don't own that crap, Trump. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell to do here.
Call 1-800-SEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com. If you own a small business, it's not a question of if some hacker is going to attempt to attack your company. It's a question of when. Let cyberpolicy.com keep you safe. CyberPolicy is the first end-to-end solution that combines cyber planning, security, and insurance. With CyberPolicy, your business will be protected against cyber attacks for as little as 40 cents a day. Visit cyberpolicy.com today and get a quote in just 4 minutes. cyberpolicy.com.
You sick son of a bitch! God damn it! That was sick! That was disgusting! It's sick! And how dare you? How goddamn dare you besmirch the name of Donald Trump on this broadcast? How dare you? How dare you besmirch the name of Donald Trump on my broadcast? How dare you? You sick son of a bitch. That was sick, man. That was sick. Give me the mic. Ugh. Oh my God! You know, I've had just about enough of this crap. I'm serious. I've got 5 minutes left, for heaven's sake, man. I mean, I'm going to take a couple of more, and let me tell you, if any of these goddamn calls are anything what I think they're going to be, I'm gone. I don't need to put up with this crap. I don't need to continue. I don't need to broadcast all the way to the very goddamn end for you freaking freaks. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be yesterday instead tomorrow. Just
shut up with the freaking Soviet Union national anthem. Shut up! Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Big Mac McDLT, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, a fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal, McNuggets, tasty golden French fries, regular or larger size of salad, Shepherd Garden, or a chicken salad, Oriental, big breakfast, egg McMuffin, hot cakes and sausage, maybe biscuits, bacon, egg and cheese, or sausage, Danish hash brown, for dessert, hot apple pies and sundaes, 3 varieties of sausage.
Are you just shut up? Are you kidding me? Why are you all doing? I just don't get this freaking meme. It's pissing me off. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. It's pissing me off. But I don't get it. I mean, you guys are sick in the head. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
I have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
Here's this African booty. You know, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I mean, I'm done. Stick a goddamn fork in me. I'm done with this garbage. I'm so done with this crap. I mean, I thought this was going to be a decent first 2017 broadcast for the new year. And here we are. We're still going with this Trump terrorist and cyber vermin crap. Oh, God, man. My stomach hurts, man. You're making my stomach hurt. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic. You troll terrorists are burning a hole in my stomach, man. You're driving me to drink. I mean, I can't take this, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I'm jaded, for Christ's sake, man. I'm depressed. I can't believe that you people can't give me just a slight bit of goddamn respect. Just a slight bit of goddamn respect, man. That's it. That's all I ask from you, stupid, ungrateful internet twats. Just a tad bit of respect, man. But no, I can't even get that from you people, man. I give you 3 hours of my goddamn life. You understand that? I mean, you understand what this show takes? It takes at least 2 hours preparation, 3 hours to broadcast, and that's 5 days a week, every day of my life. And I'm telling you something, nobody, and I repeat, nobody in the broadcasting industry has the energy that I have. No one can go 3 straight hours without taking a goddamn break with the intensity and the fury and the passion as this man right here. I am the hardest working man in broadcasting today. I guarantee it. There's nobody working harder in the broadcasting game than Ghost from True Capitalist Radio. And you want to know why I'm doing it? I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for the capitalists throughout the world. That's why I do what I do. Not for you troll terrorist bastards that are sitting here trying to make a fool of me. I do it for the capitalists because, as I stated, this is a capitalist revolution, and the manifestation of the capitalist revolution is Donald Trump, folks. And when Donald Trump takes command of the United States in 17 days, the capitalists will have taken control of state power in this country, and you are going to see a different American government. You are going to see a different America. You're going to see a capitalist America. This is our time now. This is a capitalist time. The country now belongs to us. And all you leftists and communists and socialists, you're just going to have to sit there and shut up and take it and eat it. Eat it. Eat it. You're just going to have to sit there and take it and eat it and shut up. This is our time now. This is a capitalist time. This is a capitalist revolution. You're goddamn right. Anyway, folks, I'm getting the hell out of here. I may or may not come back tomorrow. blogtalkradio.com/ghost is the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. And follow me on Twitter if you have not done so already. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost. And I may or may not be here tomorrow, scumbags, for a Taco Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. For Christ's sake, what? God damn it, I'm out of here, you ungrateful twats!